Okay, and everybody, welcome back to Rampsy.net's playthrough of Life is Strange. I am Blackstar, along with Jillybean.
Hello.
With Malagate.
Hey.
With Nargajan.
Hello.
And the one and only Funkmon.
He is there, honestly.
He does that on purpose.
I'm like Teller.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't actually say anything, he's just there.
The camera switches to a cardboard cutout.
So without further ado,
at the very end, we'll shoot him.
Yep. We're going to continue on with this. And very, very heavy episode, but this is going to be the last one. Episode 5 of
I'd
Life
say
is
it's more
Strange.
big-boned. Alright, now don't just press continue immediately. See how it's changed.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Well, they did a couple different ones. Last one, they had the interesting sunset, you know, the whole golden hour thing that they were showing off. This one, they're obviously showing the tornado to say that, yeah, things are coming to a head. There's a storm coming, and this is going to be a very turbulent episode, I assume.
And a lighthouse is on?
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, the funniest lighthouse story I heard recently, there was a video from a number of years ago, a conversation between a military aircraft group against, talking to a person on an emergency channel radio, and basically the carrier group was telling the people that they perceived to be in front of them to alter their course 15 degrees, otherwise they would collide. And the people on shore who were Spanish were speaking, no, you need to turn 15 degrees or you'll collide. And the American on the radio goes on and on and on saying, no, this is a carrier group. We've got battleships and submarines and you know, we're not going anywhere. We're the U.S. Navy going to the Gulf. You move. And the Spanish guy on the radio said, well, I'm a guy with a beer and a dog, and I'm in a lighthouse, so guess what? You're going to have to move. And they're like, okay. So, yeah, that's how it is sometimes. So I don't know whether this tornado is going to have to move or not.
That guy with the beer should have moved.
Yeah, he had a whole lighthouse to do. I don't think he could have done it. But we're going to see whether the lighthouse here is going to move, or the tornado will. This episode is Life is Strange.
Previously on Life is Strange.
Whoa!
Well, that was very previously.
What did you find? Rachel in the dark room. Over and over.
Just in case you'd forgotten about the tornado.
We can't trust anybody. Except each other.
You know more about her than me.
No. You and Chloe think you know more than anybody. Like all teenagers.
Oh, look. The Wonder Twins.
What are you doing in my dorm? You are so fucking dead!
Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing. Kate wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims.
What are you doing here, Max?
Victoria has to be next.
What a lame gimmick.
Rachel, why is he putting her in the ground like that? Where?
The junkyard. Max, we have to find that spot now.
Rachel, what? I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. I know you're close to Nathan, but your life is in serious danger.
Nathan just texted me.
Somebody's
He
is.
says there won't be any evidence left after he's done. Oh god, Max, look.
Probably everyone's.
She's still there.
Oh, no. Chloe. Look how.
What the fuck?
So this is what, the 4th time she's died in this playthrough?
At least.
She died the first time in the bathroom. She died in the train tracks.
Yeah, train tracks.
Didn't she get shot when we were playing with a gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
At least once. I can't remember if Funkmon wanted us to repeat that because he found it amusing.
Well, you know, it's like the whole game is driving you to save her.
Either that or the universe is just saying, you're gonna die.
One of those two.
Yeah, I don't think the universe likes Chloe very much.
Is that why it's giving her a sequel? Or prequel, actually?
I don't know. This game is going to make me like not like one of the biggest locales I usually deal with, you know, all the time in my career, which is film and photography sets. And
So I was just gonna say, like, this has this, like, I've never would have thought that the scene would strike me as sinister.
Well, yeah, it's making studios
incredibly
creepy.
sinister, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know if I like that.
Very left-handed.
Oh, good art should not leave you comfortable.
It says,
Now, is that gaffer tape, or is that just regular duct tape?
No, that's regular duct, which you should really use. That actually should be gaff.
That's what I was thinking.
So when you tie up young women, you usually use gaffer tape?
Well, you should.
Well, no, but in a studio, that's what you would have.
Yeah.
For other reasons.
But anybody worth their salt would never use duct tape in a studio environment. So already I know this guy is absolutely insane.
Right, because of the tape. I think
you gotta move the camera.
It's just one more symptom. I was gonna ask. Okay.
You are now in control, I think.
What is this creepy guy's deal? What the?
Oh, you did not
it's
warn
Victoria.
Victoria, apparently.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, but wait, but it told us we
Wait
did.
a
Yeah, I
minute.
thought you did as well.
No. I thought she blew us off though.
No, with the summary at the end said you successfully warned Victoria. I could have sworn it did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you did as well. Maybe it doesn't matter.
I've never not warned Victoria. What happened?
Oh, she's there. She's tied up.
What? Man, I can't wait to load this.
Yeah, she's on the floor to my left.
Somebody help me!
I really don't think screaming's going to help, Max.
No.
God, I don't remember anything that happened. This must be the same drug Nathan used on Kate.
Oh no, that does seem familiar. Maybe I haven't
Finally,
warned Victoria
I'm
before.
free. Almost. Oh shit, that's me. He took that shot last night.
Ugh.
Now I can't do anything else with that, so...
God, I don't remember anything.
Okay, I can't grab the syringe to poke the tape.
I hate looking at myself like that. You'll pay for this, Jefferson.
I think we should just shoot him.
I promised I would never go back in time like this again. But this is the only way.
Oh, right. There was the special added ability to go into a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the
Yes.
things you could have done was tried to rewind there, and you would have realized that you didn't have the ability to rewind far enough.
Yeah, it's making this really hard. Wait, okay.
Ah, so creepy.
Oh, beyond creepy. He's the reason there are death penalties.
This angle highlights your purity, see? The slightly unconscious model is often the most open and honest. No vanity or posing, just pure expression. Oh, Christ. Look at that perfect face.
Ugh.
Yeah, he is
Hold that
deeply
stare there.
creepy.
Stay!
You have to admire. Well, maybe not admire.
Doesn't
You have to
rewinding...
appreciate.
I'm beyond disgusted, for the record. I want this
Yeah.
guy dead in the most horrible way. And I don't know if that makes me a bad person.
You up my shot.
I appreciate how much he seems to care about this because he's using a medium format camera to do it.
Yeah, but this is his art though. He's, you know, he doesn't see it as creepy. He sees it as an art form, I suppose.
But I love the purity of your own image.
Benark, you were about to ask about the rewinding powers. If she rewinds with the hand, she remains like untouched by the rewind, but if she goes through a photo, she goes back into who she was in that photo.
Right. So how does this help, given that she's drugged and doesn't wake up until the next scene? It seems to me like rewinding, she would have no effect.
Yep, it wasn't a very well thought through plan.
Well, yeah, she's just trying.
If we're going back through time and whatnot, though, isn't she faking right now because the drugs would have worn off? So if you're going back to a previous state, because she's affecting space and time, right?
I interpret it as
not with the photo thing.
She's going back into the body she has, so the body is drugged, but she has more knowledge.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Steins Gate situation.
Well, the other thing, he's casting all kinds of shadows over there because of his light placement is terrible. Just saying.
It's just too bad you're so goddamn nosy, Max. But this room is under 24/7.
Which is actually interesting because you would normally put this setup. You would normally arrange it so there are no shadows.
Exactly. You need fill light, key light. He's not using any bounce boards.
On schoolwork, not private detecting.
Okay, all right. So he got Nathan's phone to lure them to the junkyard. How do we explain all the other things that seem to indicate that it was Nathan, like that this barn belongs to Nathan's family, that there was the notes, the communications from the father to the son that seemed to indicate that they were involved in something no good having to do with this location?
That's all true.
Some of the notes aren't actually from his dad, so if the note was signed by his dad, that's fine, but Jefferson has been a mentor figure to Nathan.
Right, like the one on the computer that we thought was his dad, that was Mr. Jefferson. But obviously,
so Nathan is an accomplice then.
Yes,
yeah, he's an accomplice.
Nathan killed Rachel, so he tried to do these kind of photos with Rachel, but he killed her accidentally.
Okay.
So the others, the ones that Jefferson does, don't die.
Well, until you, because he can't take these shots and then drug you and drop you off somewhere. He's going to have to kill you.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch!
He also can't have his students disappearing one after the other.
I never did hear much in my class. If you had, you might have seen all this coming.
Yeah, this was a real kick in the guts.
Can we see Victoria in the scene? Did we see?
No, not yet. We haven't seen her.
Fearless.
I'm wondering if maybe he tied her up to go get her after.
Remember my #1 rule. Always take the shot.
See what I did there.
Tish.
Yeah.
God, I want him to die in the worst way.
I mean, doesn't she also theoretically have access to whole binders full of photos at different periods of time? I mean, couldn't she go back a month?
I think it has to be a photo she's in.
Really?
I think so. They've all been photos she's been in before.
Well, the only other thing I can think of is that she really, really wants to get another shot of whatever that stuff is.
If Victoria wakes up...
Hey, Victoria, it's Max. Can you hear me? Max. Oh God. Where are we? Oh, what's happening? You've been drugged like Kate. And me. Do you remember how you got here? No, I don't know. Wait, you warned
you
me.
did warn her.
You warned me about Nathan. Then
but she
I
didn't
went
believe
to
you, I
Jefferson
guess.
for help, and he was so weird. That's the last thing I remember. And I can't move my hands. Help me, Max. Please, I'm sorry for everything. Listen carefully. Mark Jefferson kidnapped us. He's using Nathan as well. Jefferson is very dangerous, so we have to get out of here before he comes back.
Max, I just can't believe this is real. I don't want to die like this. I'm only 18.
Well, pull it together, rise above it, suck it up.
So when she kicked the
You hear
car-
that ratings board? I'm 18. I'm only 18.
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
not,
exactly.
I'm not underage in any market this game is published in.
Thank you. I feel a lot better now.
Just hold on, Victoria. Nobody is gonna die. Anymore.
Max, what's going on? I thought you said Nathan was dangerous, but it was actually Mark?
It's actually both.
Mr. Jefferson?
I don't like why she calls
I was
him
wrong.
Mark, or how she calls him Mark. That's
Known that Nathan
unsettling.
would do all this on his own.
Well, she was hitting on him before.
Yeah, I don't like
What's
it.
going to happen to us? Oh, please get us out of here.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to let that asshole get away with this. I need you to be strong. I can't do this alone. We need to act while we're clear-headed. If he doses
No, it's
us
a digital
again, we'll
medium
forget
format.
everything.
I'm not strong.
Ooh, it's almost a crime.
Max. Look at me. Look what I did to Kate Marsh. Now she's in the hospital, and I'm here.
Okay, this whole area could be wired, so we need to, like, move and quietly.
Yeah, he said 24/7 surveillance.
Exactly. So, well, you got to think,
Well,
you know,
it
creepy
may
guy
not be
with cameras
live.
in a secret bunker. I can't imagine that there isn't some kind of protection of some type. So I would assume all of it. You know, you have to assume all of it.
The surveillance just means, however, that it's probably being recorded for him to review later. So
Yes,
it's
and
not
all
like
his
he's
creepiness.
necessarily, around the corner watching it on his phone
Right,
right
but
now.
but theoretically
Can you
he could.
imagine
The
if
technology's
he contracted
available.
out like Securitas or some third-party security company to,
Oh God,
to guard this stupid bunker?
Wow, that would be awful.
We're both here. Okay?
I just can't believe this is
Yeah, that's the bad part.
that Jefferson would do this to me. To us.
Victoria, we will find a way to escape. I promise.
Max, I believe you.
Great, let's talk more action. Oh, there's photos. It wants me to look at the photos.
Did you look at the camera already, or?
I'm definitely more awake in this photo. I could try this one.
Let's see.
I'd really like to smash that fancy camera into Jefferson's face.
Good idea.
It wants you to focus on the
The
photo.
picture isn't going to help. And I can't go through all that again.
The one where you're more awake.
Yeah, the red, the pinkish
Jefferson
one.
couldn't handle stains on his photos. Good. Now I can use them.
So basically,
You're bad at aiming.
You've stained the thing that he was going to put the photos in, so now
You
the
have to
photos are
get us
out
out
where
of
you can
here.
see them.
You have to.
Oh, so you did change the situation because of the. Because
Yeah,
of
I
picking
did
the
slightly,
color.
and it
Okay.
sort of highlights at. Okay, yeah, focus.
This might work. Please work.
I'm getting some spectacular images here, Max. Yes, Victoria would kill to be in your place, but she doesn't understand our connection. You're the winner, Max. I choose you. Your portrait. Fuck you. You're trying too hard. I know you're scared. You all have the same doe-eyed look when you wake up here, replaced by fear as you realize what's about to happen.
Mr. Jefferson,
What is
why
about
are
to
you
happen?
doing this?
Because he's batshit crazy.
Max,
Yep.
I'm so
I don't
glad
know.
you asked that question. Simply put, I'm obsessed with the idea of capturing that moment innocence evolves into corruption. That shift from black to white to gray and beyond.
Shouldn't that be white to black?
Yeah.
They lose that naivete. However,
I don't like how they put the accent on the E in naivety.
Well, naivete.
But didn't put the diareses over the I.
You're a psychopath. And this is your last session.
Au contraire, Max. I'm so sane that nobody knows what's happening to you right now. As you can see, Sleeping Beauty here is too harsh for my gentle lens. And don't get me started on your late partner. I had enough of those faux punk sluts in my Seattle days.
Oh.
Okay, hold up here. So I just want to point out the kind of transactional model we're doing here. Not that we expect Mark Jefferson at this point to be a paragon of feminist theory, but basically, if we're presuming that crossing the line into corruption is, I'm going to take before and after photos, and in the middle there's going to be a sexual assault, what he's basically saying is that I'm capable of corrupting women by raping them. In other words, this kind of like used goods thing, which says that somehow women take on a negative, a negative character when something is forcibly done to them.
Or more so, he's the one doing it. It's a power trip.
I wonder if he would think the same thing about men. Fortunately, it's binders full of women that he's got.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a really interesting question. Like, if it was young guys that he wanted to photograph, would he have the same connotations?
The same purity mania?
And I think it's corrupted. It's not, he doesn't say spoiled or impure. He says corrupted, which to me has a different kind of connotation to it. It's not just that he's breaking them, but he's changing something fundamentally about them.
Well, it's funny because the only character I can ever recall in a film that actually forced themselves onto men because they thought banging chicks was for poofs, or puffs, as they say, was what was that? Oh, damn it! Now I'm pulling a blank on the film. It was 2004 with James Bond there. Remember the one that I'm talking about, Narc?
No, I don't remember.
It seems vaguely familiar, but I really can't place it at the moment.
Yep.
I recall
that line. I recall that line though.
Yeah, and the character, he literally, one of his victims ended up blowing his own head off with a shotgun in front of him at a bar because, he was actually raped by another man. And it was a whole domination trip, where he obviously felt that the sexual act was far better, or there was no point in having intercourse with women. And that, seriously, that's the only time in cinema history that I can imagine ever hearing a character talk that way or even bring up that subject. So that is an interesting question, being that this dynamic is also this twisted.
Yeah. There's another thing I sort of don't quite get about the Jefferson character, and it's so he is this artist who obviously wants to be teaching other people to do art in the same way that he does. He brings Nathan along to sort of teach them. But who is the audience?
Yeah, he seems obsessed with stature and social media and all these other things, when he couldn't ever publish any of these the way he's going about collecting them. So it's kind of weird.
Who are these for?
I think they're just for him.
Well, that's what I would think too, but I mean, seriously, at what point do you, or how many is enough?
Well, I think what he might be doing, at this point, they're just for him, and he probably thinks, if I collect enough of these and show this beautiful thing of what happens when I ruin people, then maybe the art world will forgive me, like Roman Polanski.
Okay. So he's searching for the perfect shot that will perfectly capture this concept that he's really interested in, and when he
artistically redeem his crime.
Yeah, because it's so beautiful. That moment is so beautiful.
Well, yeah, because the whole thing about art is sharing it, is showing it off, is getting the adulation of your peers, and he can't really do any of that. But it's Layer Cake with Daniel Craig. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I never actually watched that.
Oh,
my
you
dad
should.
told me to
Great
watch
film.
that movie.
But anyway, okay. So let's move this along. So what do you think? Kill her or go? Tell him to go to hell.
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
Go to
HE double hockey
Everybody
stick.
hurt.
Unlike pure sweet Kate Marsh, I don't believe in that bullshit. She could have been my masterpiece. The world is what an artist makes it. And my muse...
She probably would have been the ideal masterpiece.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Better blah, blah, blah.
Oh, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. God, I hate your voice now.
You might as well say it, considering it's the last you'll hear. Oh. That struck a nerve. Your face changed color. Beautiful.
You will not get away with this. I want you to know that.
When you told the principal that I made Kate cry, I thought you almost had me. It's good our esteemed Principal Wells is like most administrators. A closet drunk. I do know that the Prescotts are going to have a major scandal when the town finds out what their elite son has been doing for homework.
How are they going to find him but not you?
Oh, he's the scapegoat. Can't you tell?
Maybe he thinks Max is going to be so perfect he's going to go public.
Nathan's was easy to twist around. I became a sort of father figure for Nathan. It happens often in teacher-student relationships. It was kind of touching for a while.
Did you tell him?
So you've been touching Nathan?
Plans at Blackwell?
That's what I was wondering.
Stupid Max.
Oh, yeah.
I told him what he needed to hear. In return, I had access to the Prescott fortune. Who do you think paid for this glorious darkroom and equipment? How else could I get all these hip new drugs for my subjects?
Rachel Amber was your victim, not your subject.
Oh. Rachel Amber. That's the real tragedy. Nathan thought he could be an artist like me. Instead, the dumbass gave her an overdose.
So wait a minute. So, does he have any direct connection with the father, or is he just sponging off Nathan's pocket money? Because
I
mean, what's
think he's
pitch
manipulating
here?
the
It's like,
kid.
Yeah, no,
what's the pitch here? You meet the dad, and you're like, okay, I got this really great idea. I want to build a photo studio, but I want to build it underground. In a bunker under a barn,
and it's going to cost over $1 million.
And I kidnap young girls and take photos and put them on 4chan, and this is what I'm doing.
I bet it was more along the lines of, "Hey, I think Nathan's got a lot of talent, and for a small fee, I can tutor him outside of school. We need to build a photo studio out in the middle of nowhere."
Well, you've seen his room.
Help with art.
Yeah, his room is just as twisted. It just takes a different shape. So maybe he was a little bit more skillful in sharing their
that's it.
hobbies.
I could easily see him getting the money for a studio and building one. I'm not sure what's the cover you use for why it needs to be hidden and surveilled. I guess
so
I'm clear on that.
So we could do the puzzle.
Well, yeah. I mean, but
okay. So Rachel or Chloe and Rachel?
Rachel.
Oh,
I don't think Chloe is in this.
Nah, Chloe's irrelevant.
Okay.
Why Rachel?
I don't have time to tell you everything. But she was special. A human chameleon, so many visual possibilities. We had a real connection.
Did she let you take pictures of her?
Rachel was in love with me. That's not my ego. Just look at our sessions.
It seems like Rachel was in love with everybody.
Nobody loved having their
that's
picture
where the
taken more.
Chameleon
or
comes into play.
everybody thinks that Rachel's in
Yeah.
love with
was
them.
dead. But no tears. Los Angeles would have killed her anyway, so look at this.
Laura Palmer effect.
Oh, I see. You and your friends almost put Nathan to death.
LA would
See,
have
we're
killed her
not
anyway.
so different.
No big deal.
Yes, we are. I cared more about Nathan than you did.
No, you didn't. It's just too bad that he fell in lust with Rachel. He actually thought he could mimic what I do with the camera and subject, like father, but not like son.
Where is Nathan now?
Dead and buried. After what he did to Rachel, I knew I couldn't keep him as a protege for much longer. Now the police will never find his body. Do you finally get it now, Max? I can't compromise my vision with amateurs.
You are an amateur. Look at the trail of death you left behind. You can't blame all this on Nathan. I don't care what you do to me. You're gonna die, motherfucker. For Chloe and Rachel and everybody else.
I do love your spirit, Max, but you brought yourself here. By your own choice. Anyway, I like my models to be seen and not heard. So I have to make sure there's nothing left behind of you. Okay. Now, let's see how these shots came out.
But from all this
I can see why
evidence,
your instant camera is so appealing.
Well, that's just it. Killing Nathan that way and burying him, that seemed like a mistake. He would have been a much better scapegoat to set him up, where the Prescott family would spend their time and fortune to cover it up or defend him.
They can probably, he can probably still scapegoat him, but now he can't testify against Jefferson in court.
Anything around here I can manipulate to get out of this.
Well, can you grab the card again like you did before? Or?
I wish you could see yourself now.
Well, see, I could do it before when my foot was free.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if there's a timer on this thing.
This one is out of focus.
Wait, so what happened to Victoria?
That's my fault, man.
She's not here yet.
She's still not here yet.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah.
All those photos in my diary.
Alright, so you go back in time, and then you ask for one last request.
Oh, with just what? To see your own journal?
Okay.
Right. You know how I love selfies? Let me look at myself before I die.
I would love to talk shop, but I really need to go over these pictures. Especially while they're fresh in my mind. I think our session...
Actually, no, I disagree with him conceptually there.
Yeah, you want to come back to something
later.
after a bit of time.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Right,
so
the diary.
Show me the photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you
Diary.
my diary's underlined.
Hey.
You still have my diary.
Don't worry.
I wonder if he read it.
Nobody's going to read it. Thanks for reminding me. There's nothing more innocent than a teenager's diary.
Well, clearly he has not read teenager diaries.
Yeah, seriously.
What a waste.
As a something woman, I keep a diary, and it's certainly not innocent.
You can
Basically
do
a
so
bird book.
much better.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, today, so-and-so really annoyed.
Sometimes I go to Chicago to visit my friend, and we, for fun, read her diary that she used to keep in high school. And I mostly just hear about the sexual exploits of all of her friends that I didn't know about.
This all started.
Reading through your
Okay,
own
so is that
diary
the
hilarious, by the way.
selfie you took the first day in class?
Yes.
Yes.
Does that mean we have to play all 4 of the episodes again?
I hope so.
Probably in fast forward.
Supercut.
I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of
Oh, he says dark corner, not dark room.
I believe Max has taken
sorry, I
what
thought
you
it
kids
was
call a
No, I
selfie.
believe you.
A dumb
I'm
word
back.
for a wonderful photographic
Right back where I started this insane week.
It was only a
Nobody
week.
is going to hurt Chloe
No,
ever
the photo
again.
portrait has been popular since the
It
early
seems
1800s.
more like
Your generation was
8
not the
hours.
first to use images.
Okay,
for
so now we
selfie
go to the
expression.
bathroom, get Nathan's gun, and shoot
Sorry.
Jefferson.
Wait a minute, what's that by the door?
The point remains that the
So
That's
you only
the
have the
edge of
limits
that's
of
the
the
burnt
photo,
film.
remember?
Yeah.
photography for as
Oh, you can't leave the
long as it's
room
been
then.
around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I do not remember what she says here, but I hope it's
Garian,
good.
yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, no, say who cares.
Yeah, exactly. I'm wondering how I should actually spin this. What do you think?
Ooh, I don't know. My teacher's pet attitude really just wants to get the answer right.
I think actually, who cares is a good one.
Who cares
Yeah,
or
who
not
cares?
or
This
not
class is
capturing?
Hella bullshit.
I'll pretend you didn't say it. And I'll try to answer one more.
Sorry, there's no time left. I mean, your class is almost over.
In more ways than one.
Well,
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, see, remember, Victoria doesn't know anything about you here, so she's no help.
The process made portraiture quite popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear defined features. You can learn more when you finish reading the assigned chapters. Clearly, Max doesn't have the time. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes
to change time.
This is how we make him
Where you'll
squirm.
be feted by the
First, let's make it real easy to capture Mark Jefferson.
And Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Bastard.
I'm sorry, if I was her and I know what I know now,
I have to warn David about Jefferson and the dark room.
I would be going up to his testicles and then banging them with my foot repeatedly and not stopping. Like, ever.
Alright, well, cell phone, I guess.
Yeah, phone the police.
Yes, all I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text closer to life without parole.
Now this is
not letting me
something
do it?
So what?
This is
Yeah?
something I don't quite get, is why David is the first person she thinks of here, because David, to my mind, is still a deeply untrustworthy character.
He's
Well-
a loaded gun, and we want to aim him at something. He's a ball of rage, and if you can just convince him that here is the person who deserves your rage.
Right.
Found you.
Because you got to remember, Madsen knows some weird crap's going on at Blackwell. Here's
Yeah,
the
he
guy
just-
who's doing the weird crap.
He is still not who I would go to at all. He is a
yeah.
creepy,
Oh yeah, obviously you go to
creepy
the
guy.
cops.
He's not trustworthy or predictable. I get it, but I think what they're setting up is that he was
For once,
failing to
David,
pull off the
I'm
investigation
praying
that
you'll
you've
overreact to
completed
this
now.
as much as everything else. And take
And see,
Jefferson
there you
down
go. And Max is given the same rationale. Just wildly overreact to this text message.
Okay, well at least she's sending him to the
You won't
location,
be in
not
the
saying,
contest
"Hey,
pass.
just come to school and beat up my teacher."
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison.
Oh, how convenient. She'll be out of town for the entire thing.
The past within the past.
Oh man, too much coke. Oh,
Pushing myself
right.
too hard.
That's a good point. I forgot about that. She went
Yeah.
into the photo from the
It
photo.
doesn't matter what
Yeah.
happens to me.
Oh God, she's incepted.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I was
we've gone
going.
to a whole nother layer.
It's nice to know how you really feel.
Well, look
Could
at
you
that
ru-
P. What a French P.
Could you write something? Could you write something in any of these notebooks that would help? I mean,
I'm happy to fix it, so you'll be here to get your fancy camera, Victoria.
It's very kind of you, Max.
I'm thinking you could write down everything you know in as
Yeah.
many places as you can think of, just to make sure before you exit this photo that you've done everything you could.
Yeah.
Hi, Kate.
Oh, hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Stay off the
Always
roof.
remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
I wonder if that kind of trivializes her situation a little too much.
Thanks.
I
You always know
don't.
the right thing to do.
I think she's still in the hospital at the end, so I don't think it keeps her off the roof. I mean, if
Oh,
a
really?
hug could
I
keep
was
people off
hoping
the roof,
that would be the one domino to keep her off of that trajectory. I
No,
thought.
I don't think it's ever really that easy.
I'll take a photo of her.
Paper ball.
Paper
This is
ball.
the last time somebody bullies you, Kate.
Oh, that's
See, in my
That's
playthrough, that's
mean.
because
Video.
she's dead.
Feel- little jealous?
I'm just saying. Like,
Take a picture of
your
Kate. Turn
game's
around.
kind of different from mine.
Can I take a picture?
Now wait a
Yes.
minute. If she's trapped in this room now during this time period, doesn't that mean she can't save Chloe?
Yep.
Well, if by We'll
well,
see.
in such a way that trajectory is also adjusted, I think. So there's something
if she-
in here we have to do
If
and or
she's-
say.
Yeah, if she sent information to David Madsen out of this photograph, that means the world outside it still exists, even if you don't have access to it. So that means right now in the bathroom, Chloe and Nathan are there, and you're not.
Yeah, but doesn't she beat him up though?
I can't blame him.
Only because he stopped.
Yeah. Narc, your mic is a wee bit bubbly.
But we'll see what happens.
Just a week ago, I was so naive about art.
Go talk to Jefferson.
Life, the world.
I think I'm going to talk to Victoria first. But...
Victoria, I'm sorry you have to stand next to that psycho.
Yeah, see, this is where the ball punching would come into play.
I like his glasses.
I hate those things with a passion. They're so pretentious.
I see right through your bullshit, Jefferson.
All right, give him the photo.
We need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
Look, I'm a millennial.
Dude, I
I'm
like
edgy.
Max.
I hate those glasses.
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos...
Isn't it crazy that, like, Gen Xers are teachers now?
Oh,
it's
You're smart enough to know how...
And not even teachers, but, like, 15-year veteran teachers.
I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can.
Does it make you feel better that I'm a millennial lecturer?
I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen,
not great.
I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now. Do I, Mr. Jefferson?
Yeah, you can't...
Tell me what to think, please.
You can't jump to the end of these conversations. Like, that's a capstone for every conversation you've had with Victoria, except this Victoria has not had those conversations.
Right, well, she's not at that stage
It
yet.
is slightly different.
What did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Oh, that was easy.
Oh, look at there. He's got a teleconverter.
It wasn't easy at all.
Well,
Why would he have a teleconverter?
I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell, the first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be
Now, is this something he can't
innocent.
do?
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
Or maybe only one
Maybe I
of
can-
us will be going.
Don't be
Maybe
so
I can
modest.
push you off a hotel balcony.
Anything can happen in a week.
As you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
He's not unsettled at all, huh?
But you do think her acting that way might blow his impression of your purity.
Right.
So that doesn't happen, or does happen, or
It's possible.
No waffles.
oh no. Oop, okay, cops in the basement.
They've gone to
It's
pancakes.
possible that because you said that weird
Jefferson.
crap to Jefferson, Jefferson quickly texted Nathan, they met, and then they didn't. And
Okay,
then
that's
Nathan
kind of-
didn't have a gun.
It's
Oh
a bit
wow,
of an
wait, so
assumption.
Jefferson gets arrested before Kate even goes on the roof?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean I lose Kate?
No, Chloe's right there. No, Chloe's right there, not dead, crying over Kate.
Oh, okay.
And Kate's... No, Kate's
No,
there.
no. I'm sorry. This is being erased, though. Whoops.
Well, see, that's just it. I'm wondering what's
This is being erased.
all of
True.
it.
That's fine. So now you're packing for San Francisco there while Chloe's pretending to play her guitar.
That gets destroyed.
This is kind of unsatisfying.
A little. Or it's just...
See,
it-
I
it's-
disagree. I thought this was hyper satisfying, and I wanted the game to end. Like, well, good. I'm going to San Francisco. Chloe's alive.
No,
Kate's alive. Done.
No, I mean, as a confrontation with Jefferson, that's unsatisfying.
Agree.
I want to play.
Hot dog man.
It needed more slow close-ups on her face.
I hope I did everything right this time.
How could you even remember what you've done and not done
see,
at this
that's
point?
just- that to me is what's unsatisfying.
Good work, David.
Excuse me.
you're alive. Oh, you're alive.
Her hair's still blue, though.
I did it.
Most of it.
Fixed everything.
You say that. Why do I get a feeling that she's going to fly into a tornado in this plane?
That would have been awesome.
Funk, is that you doing that in the chat?
Yeah, yeah, he was making noises.
Doing what?
No.
What noises?
No, I mean that like the chat is now full of people using the character names from the game. Mark Jefferson, Victoria Chase, Max Caulfield.
No, I'm not smart enough to do that.
We're getting trolled. Well, thanks everyone for joining.
I can't focus.
And they've all got pictures of their characters as their avatars.
That's genius.
I love it.
Well done, guys.
It's so weird to be in between realities.
You're telling me.
Everything is out of focus and in the distance.
So this to me is
Is someone in
Wait a
there?
minute, this looks like we're in a photo.
Yeah, you're in a photo here, but we haven't ever taken this photo. So
Okay, I'm confused.
Presumably, you would have taken this photo. So remember, you were inceptioned, and now you're back in a photo of about the same time that you presumably took a selfie of yourself, or whatever.
I find that almost as terrifying as being tied up in Jefferson's basement.
the whole being stuck in a
waking up somewhere and finding that you're stuck in a photo.
In San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Yeah, so let me
See, look, this guy here is just about to walk into the negative part of the image.
Chloe and I used to totally play.
So let me just say hello to everybody who's joined the chat. Chloe Price, Kate Marsh, Mark Jefferson, Max Caulfield, Nathan Prescott, and Victoria Chase.
Hey, folks.
I think that's probably the best compliment we could possibly have.
Oh, people
I don't know.
really like this game.
If Frank joined and he started talking about beans, that would be the best.
Then we would know it was you. We would know that was you.
Come fly with us anytime.
I don't know. A lot of people like Frank and his
I'm
beans.
hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
No, you'll just have to buy 2 tickets, lardass.
Talk to him.
How did
So
you
wait,
see
are we in a photo? Or or are we not?
Snoring out loud, Max.
I'm not sure if we're in a photo, but wherever we are,
It looks like we are.
There are
It's
boundaries to
beautiful.
reality.
Yeah.
So I
We're
hope
in a
you
photo.
forgive me.
So
Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
Yeah, that and the dead students.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco.
I don't know. You know where all the good bars are.
You'd have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there.
And the closet drunk isn't going to drink on the plane.
Oh, you totally know he is. And remember, 1 in the air
That's
is
not
worth
great
as 2 on the
pop
ground.
in that bottle. That's vodka.
being in front of her might stop him.
Max,
You're right. He is a closet drunk.
you're not just screwing around with time.
Uh-oh.
Boundaries of reality are closing in.
So okay, does that mean she's gonna snap back to the dark room?
No, she's going to go back to real time out of a photo. Now she's in the real world.
In San Francisco, or?
Yes. Because she went back in time to change all that stuff.
So basically, she's resynced with where she would have been at the same time before.
Right.
Okay.
Now, when I did my Let's Play of this, I went through and critiqued and insulted every photo in here, and it was a lot of fun. Some of them are great.
Poor composition,
I don't know where they got the
lighting.
photos, but some of them are great. But a lot of them are crap. Especially, I like hearing what the people say about them and how they're just making stuff up.
Yep. It's so subjective.
Like if you walk in, man, I don't remember where the guy is. Once we start controlling Max, I'll let you know.
So is the buffet. If an event skims on the food, you know it's about.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
I love caviar.
Oh, that's such a problem.
You mean I can drink?
That is literally the most first of world problems.
Yep, first world problems.
Work the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week,
Because you're?
certainly
Yeah.
a little kidding. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be.
Although she
So-
still looks like she's
I
15.
wanted to be in
Yeah.
charge of a big school someday. So I
Yeah,
started
some people
taking
do.
charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm going to eat up that caviar so you don't have to.
I love
I
him.
know I won't always be here to take charge, but you come talk to me whenever you want.
She's also a victim of an assault that actually never happened, but that she still remembers experiencing.
Yes, she still has that trauma, yeah.
So it's just like all those rape victims that nobody believes, you know? It's
Yeah.
like she knows it happened, except for her, it's not just that nobody believes her, it's just that technically it kind of didn't happen.
in their universe it didn't.
I mean, I think you could read that even more deeply. You know, the sort of the idea of microaggressions and things that women experience every day, which are not necessary, or women and other minorities and things like that are not necessarily recognized by anyone, but are things that happen to them. I don't
We just
know
talked over a great gag.
Sorry, I was trying to get some social commentary.
Nah, it's less important. That was a good gag. All right, go ahead. Continue with the social commentary.
No, let's hear your comedy instead.
No, she said life is weird. It's a funny joke.
As opposed to strange.
Priorities, Funk.
Should we talk to the receptionist?
Well, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
That to me sounds patronizing.
Yes, I would agree.
The Zeitgeist Gallery does have a cool history in Frisco.
They get so mad when you call it Frisco.
Really?
Oh
They do.
yeah.
They
That's
do.
why I call it Frisco whenever I can.
I need to drop some serious cash in there.
Well, do it.
Don't.
I'm also still worried about the whole tornado thing. I'm waiting that there has to be another shoe that's going to drop at some point.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't all denouement, is it?
I was expecting her to look out the window and see the Twister had basically just followed her because she is the anomaly that the universe is self-correcting.
Seriously, I expected the tornado to become a serious problem on that plane. I really, really did. Okay, did any of these leaflets matter or
No,
or,
nothing
okay.
matters here at all.
Literally nothing matters in this.
Frank did just ask who effed with his beans, so I don't know if that's you,
God.
Frank.
No, it isn't. That's amazing. Good. I like Frank.
Okay, is there anybody in here I need to talk to or avoid?
I want you to listen to a conversation that a couple people are having, but I don't remember where they are. What's the name of Frank's dog? Pompadour? I hope Pompadour shows up.
Good.
Oh,
And
dogs
asks
allowed
for
in the
some
gallery?
snacks.
Okay, there is man, there is woman, there is the teacher, or should I say
No,
principal.
I think it's down there.
Champagne.
Yeah, have some champagne,
It's down
definitely.
there. It's those three morons downstairs.
You, Chloe, getting busted with that wine.
I want to take
Oh,
some.
you
I don't want to
Americans
look
and your attitudes to alcohol and drinking.
No. It's not the attitudes towards alcohol. It's the attitudes to who's drinking it, and we don't want to be around drunk teenagers. Okay, so who do you want me to talk to?
Go back.
Go back.
That
Go
was
back.
the...
Find the big picture of Hot Dog Man.
For as
They're
much
right
as-
next to him.
Stop.
Nope, turn around. There, those guys. Listen to those idiots talk.
So interesting, Matthew. I didn't think you knew about this.
When I was younger, I did a lot of photography studies. Didn't I tell you about it, Emma? I was quite good at it, actually, but I decided to drop photography to do a real paying job. Anyway, it is interesting to be here, and you're lucky to be with me here. I can share all this with you.
I swear I've had this conversation with guys.
This is a
Really?
disposable camera.
I'm so sorry.
What are you talking
Apologize on the behalf of guys everywhere.
Of course, I was meaning a Leica disposable camera. Yes. And don't contradict me anyway.
Whoa!
See, I want to get some champagne just so I can throw it at him.
Check your privilege, son.
Well,
yeah, I'm gonna revoke
here's the
his.
problem, right? So they say that it was taken with an instant camera or whatever, but if
Yeah.
you go look at that, the photo, whoever said that is clearly a liar because the depth of field is too shallow.
Yeah, but
for
that
that to
guy's
have
a total
happened.
idiot. The whole point
Oh,
of that
yeah.
conversation is he is a total idiot.
The guy's a
He's
total idiot,
mansplaining to these women
but so's
who
the other
understand
person.
Wait a minute,
more
wait.
about
This,
photography.
this runner is 404. Does that mean that's runner not found?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know what I think that is? I think that's a reference to Ridiculously Photogenic Guy. You guys remember him?
Oh yes, he was
From the-
really
from the running photo?
photogenic.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I resolve this?
You got to go down into the basement where your photo is. But I
God.
really like a lot of these photos. Like, I really like that the firewoman thing. That was a good one.
The photos in this gallery are beautiful, but
I also really like
this
the
game-
one with the guy.
This is mine.
There's still a lot to go in this episode.
Oh, your photo isn't downstairs. What's the
Oh, it's not in the
downstairs one?
basement.
Oh, it's an optional photo. The optional photo is downstairs. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Hi, and there she is to save the day. Hi.
Holy crap! It's like a universal switchboard.
You did it, Max. You're a real artist. At least for today.
Wow, wait a minute. So she blew a Polaroid up to, what is that?
Yeah.
75 by 75?
Can you imagine?
Uh-oh.
It also really ruins the art of a Polaroid. I
Yeah.
think if she wanted to go super artsy, she would have just done just slapped the
just had a
Polaroid on the wall.
yeah.
Hey, are you okay?
No.
We lost you there for a second.
Too much
I'm
Coke.
okay.
Ice cream headache.
Ice cream.
Oh, you left the ringer off.
I like that photo too. That's a top photo.
Oh, come on. Please answer.
Max, holy shit, man, your vision. It's true. You saw the tornado. It's coming.
What? Oh no. Chloe, where are you?
I'm so fucking scared. I'm by the beach.
Chloe, can you hear me? Hello?
I'm inside the whale.
Oh my god. The tornado was real. Oh, I didn't fix shit.
Well, you
I
fixed
did
most
fix
of
some
it.
stuff. You fixed almost
You fixed
everything.
a lot of the real
You're
immediate
98%
problems, yeah.
complete.
I really love those statues.
Oh wait.
Right, yeah,
Oh.
it's Ministry
Silly
of Silly
Walks.
Yeah.
Walks.
That's
Okay, so
fantastic.
where's the
Too late
alternate
now,
photo?
you screwed it up. Get out of there.
Oh, darn it. So let me guess. I got to go back to my own photo and then go into that.
So
There you go.
nobody's gonna like accidentally spill a
Did you pay for that?
plate of caviar on the big girl.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get more hot chocolate.
So if I can focus on the
Excuse me,
photos.
I'd love to ask you a few questions about your work.
Excuse me.
Punch
I'm
him.
trying to go back in time here. Hello.
Oh, you're Max Caulfield.
Oh, seriously?
Right? Tell me what kind of instant camera you use.
Can we talk later?
Who the hell
I literally
cares?
do not have
It's
the
not
time
even a
to-
good photo. It is literally the worst photo in the gallery.
Oh man, they're making this like so much harder.
And it doesn't have anything to do with heroism.
Of course
I mean,
they
you
are,
got
because-
like guys in a military cemetery.
Yeah, I never really
you have
understood
a
why
firefighter.
she was an everyday hero.
Look, I take pictures of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Oh, my head.
No, this is not working.
What is going on now?
This is fine.
It feels like
It's
I
fine
shouldn't have
here.
dropped that ass.
Oh no! Oh no! The emulsion! Ah.
What am I doing to
I shouldn't have shook that photo. I'm sorry.
All totally fine here.
Remember,
there are
kids,
no
don't
problems.
shake your Polaroids.
So perfect.
Am I the only one getting a
just had to
serious
make one
Bioshock Infinite
simple
vibe?
change, so I won't end up in San Francisco.
You are Comstock. That's a spoiler for that one.
Mm.
Wait,
So
no.
you-
Is that right?
God damn it!
I don't remember if that's how the game actually ended.
So you just need to make sure you don't end up in San Francisco.
So what can I look at?
The only
Tear up
thing
the
that
photo.
you can
Break the
interact with,
camera.
yeah.
Break the
Yeah.
camera.
Tear
Well,
the
that would
photo.
work too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The biggest
Sorry,
plot
San
hole in the
Francisco.
game.
Chloe comes first.
Whoa, wait a minute. There was wine and hors d'oeuvres.
Idiots.
So they blew up that Polaroid like 3 times at least. You know what? If she submitted the torn Polaroid, that would be better.
You know, I hate to say it, but he's probably right.
Oh wait, hang on. How are you back in the chair?
Because now that you didn't submit the photo, somehow everything is the same as it was before. And Jefferson burned your photos in this timeline, so you can't go back and re-change it.
I'm back here again? I thought I
All
fixed
for
everything.
Chloe is all I'm saying. If you just let Chloe die in a tornado, life would have been fine.
No, that's wrong, but whatever.
It's like you're back in class. You're still spacing out. It might be cool if you took one of your patented selfies now. The transformation.
Give her the 645.
Max. Anyway, answer my question, please.
The Daguerrean process.
Okay, well, tell you what. We're actually going to take this moment. I'm going to take a break. So you guys talk amongst yourselves about what's been going on and the ramifications of it, and I will be back in 5.
Okay, the answer he's got to go with here is eat shit and die, right?
Yeah, totally.
We've already blown the F word, so it's going to have less power now.
I think there is a real power in, you know, the simplest curse you can come up with. You know, just eat shit and die.
Fair enough.
You know, there's no.
Right, the and die, I think, really sits over the. So if she said fuck off and die, that's also pretty good. Or if she said fuck off and eat shit, they're even keeled. But eat shit and die, that's a top one.
It is. There's something very poetic about eat shit and die, I think.
Like if she also said, eat shit and die, and I hope your cat gets cat cancer, it'd probably be the worst.
That is how the French swear, though, is they just string multiple sort of swear words together, and if you can come up with the most sort of inventive insult, you kind of win swearing in French.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that about French.
Yeah.
So they play by like drill sergeant rules then.
Yes.
Yes. Cool. Boy, I like the French.
By the way, I just would like to point out to any of the many participants in our chat that while it is very rewarding to have all the characters from the game here, if YouTube thought that this was being done to manipulate viewing statistics, they might not look upon it so well. So it's funny, but
they're
maybe
clearly all different people. I don't.
Yeah, of course.
Did the dog show up?
Yes.
Oh, yeah! Cool, alright, we're going to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go into YouTube as well and find... I want to see this.
Is it Mal? It's got to be Mal, right? That's why he's muted all the time?
So these people have gone...
What, is it me? No.
This has to be multiple...
No, I've never played the game before.
Google accounts, though, right?
I would assume so, yeah. Put it this way, I've never tried to game YouTube live chat to see how easy it would be to do this. I mean, if I were to try and do it, yeah, it would be multiple Google accounts. But you can have one master Google account with several YouTube personalities or pages on it, so maybe it's done that way. I don't know.
That would be
I don't know
more
how
efficient.
easy it is. I don't know how easy it is to just change yourself to a arbitrary number of different named personalities that are specific to the game that's being watched, where you hadn't set these up.
You would have to have multiple tabs open, certainly, so that you had all of your people. And then what would happen if you had one of your characters responding wrongly? I think the logistics of this is beyond me. I don't have the concentration to control multiple characters in some sort
I'm
of roleplay
subscribing
exercise.
to Pompidou the dog. Yep, he's got a subscriber.
I need to find out if any of them have said hella cool at any point.
Not yet.
Oh well,
none of the characters did.
They're totally not the real
somebody
characters.
did ask. AdSkills01 did ask, why is the subtitles hella large? But I think
So
that was
everyone
the
can
only
read
use
them.
of...
I also subscribe to Frank Powers.
Is this under Blackstar's YouTube account?
Max is just saying it's a hassle. I'm sure it is,
no,
Max. I appreciate
it's
the
actually
amount of effort.
it's actually being streamed on the Rampancy channel. So it's youtube.com/c/rampancynet /live.
Oh, there we go.
Blackstar sure has a different definition of 5 minutes than we do.
Yeah. What time is it over there for Blackstar? It's quite early, right?
Yeah, early morning. Let's see.
There are things you've got to do early in the morning.
20 minutes to 11.
Oh, Chloe, it's okay. I just assumed you were dead.
Yeah, wait. She's dead. So's Frank, isn't he? Isn't Frank dead?
Frank's not dead in our playthrough.
Oh, he's not?
No, we shot him, and I thought we could leave it there, but we didn't. We rewound.
We also didn't shoot Pompidou, because that would have been wrong.
Okay, that was bad. I just came in audio Ouroboros for a minute.
Okay, so...
My bandwidth took a crazy hit.
Oh, did it? Oh, does anybody lose it?
No, it's because I started streaming the YouTube channel, and then my audio was feeding.
Yeah, it's going to loop through.
Yeah, it was not good.
Okay, is everybody back?
We are indeed.
Yes, we are.
Okay, so the question is, which insult do we want to go with this time?
Well, Funk and I actually agree
I think
on
we've
this.
Generally agreed eat shit and die is
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I'll subscribe to
Yeah.
Jefferson too. Might as well. He's probably got good photos.
Good answer. Good answer. Hey, your nose is bleeding.
He has 3 subscribers.
Probably.
Wait, Mark Jefferson has 3
Sorry about that,
subscribers.
But considering you're about to die, a nosebleed is a first world problem.
Oh boy.
Worried Funk's having a little too much fun with
Let
us.
Victoria Chase go.
You let her.
Don't be stupid, okay? She's exactly where she deserves to be.
No.
Oh, as if you care.
So now Victoria's dead?
Yeah, apparently. So she wasn't there because she hadn't gotten there yet. She's not there because she's actually gone.
Maybe she deserves to be at Walmart shopping.
Too bad you picked the way
That
you
is
did.
true. Maybe that is.
Did you see the watch on her
You
wrist?
destroyed
She
your
does
own
not
beautiful
shop at
photograph.
Walmart.
Macy's. Now she wouldn't be caught dead at Nordstrom.
I burned all your stuff.
That I believe.
Yeah, or Lord
I got a
Taylor.
little carried away.
God, I used
Burned
to.
my diary.
I used to date this girl,
why
and
I'm
I asked her where she got some
Especially
shoes
since
that she
you
was
developed from nerd to
wearing.
hero within a week.
And she said, "Oh, I got them at Macy's." And I said, "Really? I didn't know you ever shopped at Macy's." And she said, "No, I wouldn't be caught dead in a Macy's. I got them at Nordstrom." And that's when I knew she was too classy for me.
Whoa. Did you see how crazy it is outside? Like I said, something weird.
Please tell me we get to kick him into the tornado.
So the only thing I don't understand is why he burned her photos in this timeline, because nothing...
It's an honor working.
Yeah, suggested
nothing we did to cause that.
These images will be appreciated for what they truly capture.
By who? That's the thing I don't get. Appreciated by
I think
who?
we can say. So now Jefferson's really pissed off at her.
But why?
For pissing away her
That's the
talent.
last
So
lecture.
Oh, okay.
I think we can presume that.
And I promise you,
he found her torn up photo
Jefferson,
because it was in her journal and he did see it.
don't do this.
And because
And he
saw the
retaliated
photo
by destroying everything else.
by destroying all of her photos. Yeah,
Okay.
quiet, Max.
that's the best I can come
Have
up
we-
with on that.
I did need that explained to me.
Have we made any meaningful choices, or are we pretty much now where every player would be,
Don't do this.
you know, in terms of, I mean, like,
Every player would be here.
okay.
There are
All right.
some payoffs for a few things you did. I think hugging Kate gets a little bit of a payoff later, but I don't remember.
No, I've got a foot free, though.
Need to kick him at exactly the right
This
time.
final dose.
I'm thinking...
What?
Does that mean Nathan is not dead in this timeline? Oh, it's Addison.
What?
It's David
yeah,
Madison.
Yeah, don't you remember we texted him?
No.
But why now?
Jesus.
So you need to
when
warn David.
And we can rewind suddenly?
Yeah, because you know he's coming. Now you can warn him.
Well, you got to remember, David Madsen has been creeping on this place for a long time. So let's say Chloe doesn't come home, goes into a room, sees all the scrap. He's got the coordinates literally posted on a wall. You know what I mean?
You got me, Max.
It's not unreasonable.
How can I deny that face?
Okay.
You sly dog, you caught me monologuing.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
One last picture. Water. Okay. Music or lights?
Oh, music would drown out the noise of him coming.
You think?
If you see what I mean.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do not remember how to complete this puzzle, so go for it.
Let's find out.
Could you please at least play some music so I can drift away?
Even at the end, you're still a dreamer, Max. That's a nice trait.
No, I said music.
I do think it's quite funny that he has a very different music style than
What you'd expect someone from that age?
No, yeah, I think it's quite nice.
I can't hear the music. What's he playing?
Is
it Pantera or?
Not even close.
No. Hold it!
What?
Oh shit. Is this what we wanted out of this?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay,
I don't think
so
our plan worked very well.
You want him to know David Madsen is coming in the room, so he doesn't use you as a shield.
Yeah, so no music.
But we need him to be.
So what are you saying?
ready
David's not
for
good enough at headshots?
No,
Okay.
he couldn't even make the cops, and cops shoot like toddlers in cribs.
Wow. Somebody's not getting their house gone to during a 911 call. Okay, so picture?
No, I think you get him to take one last photo of you so that his hands are full when David comes in through the door.
Oh, I was going to say, like, that's a way out.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
well,
it
That's
makes,
also a good one.
it makes sense that, well, not only would he have to get in position to take the photo, but like she said, his hands would have the camera in his hands, not the drugs.
Yeah,
so
it puts his back to the door.
Yeah.
Would you take one last picture of me? I want to be your best subject.
I almost don't believe that, but I think you've finally learned.
But my ego.
But I'm too egomaniacal not to.
yeah, when the Netflix series explaining how batshit crazy you really are, yeah, I want to have a good photo of me in it. Wow, I actually got an achievement for that.
Good job.
That's just creepy that that's an achievement.
That is really creepy.
Get the serial killer.
Well, it's an optional photo, and
okay.
it's in your journal
This
now.
final dose won't hurt.
It seems like that didn't work though.
Well, hold on.
What?
You can still fight Madsen.
Warren.
Watch out!
How did you know that?
Actually, it didn't have to be David watch out. All it had to be is, look
Now
out,
you've
he's got a tripod.
Quick time events.
Go for the
That's what I
testes.
think of your camera.
No balls.
Oh, see, he went for balls.
It's over. You are not going to stop me.
I'm sorry, ex-military?
Kick
What
the
the?
Oh!
David Madsen.
Ugh.
Yep.
Tell
David
him about the gun.
Seriously?
Tell him about the gun.
is rubbish.
Jefferson, it's over.
Grab your gun now!
Got it.
You shouldn't have to.
You should not have to text ex-military how to do this. Mm.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to be remote
It's
controlling
Table.
You are
the
not
soldier.
going to
Grab
stop
that bottle!
Wow, I'm sorry, this guy
Keep standing there.
he can't duck
keep
for
standing there.
this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Table.
this is
You are
ridiculous.
not going
Table.
to stop me.
Oh, does that work?
Apparently.
Oh, I guess that did work. I thought it was the table. Darn it.
I'm sorry, and don't stop.
Max.
What?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you
There is a
alright?
way to kill
Can you
Jefferson here.
Yes.
Just
Please.
let me up so
Do
I
it.
can kick him.
I
Do
don't
it.
remember how
Thank you.
to do it.
You brought me here.
Let's wrap up this son of a bitch first.
Oh, maybe it's a matter of saying kill him.
Yeah, I would go with the kill him one.
He won't be going anywhere when he wakes up. Except you are going to prison forever.
He doesn't need to wake up.
Or worse.
I'd go for the worse.
Mr. Jefferson?
You always try to help
you know what?
sick
Your
people.
turn to be captured.
medieval?
I agree.
Without
On a
necessarily,
personal level, I agree. But there's a video game.
without disagreeing that he might deserve that, Madison doesn't David Madsen doesn't need to deserve to defend himself for that.
Use that picture he took of us.
I just don't think killing people is a justice solution.
I agree with that, but I'm also saying that even if you were looking for the personal satisfaction of his death, that comes with the knowledge that David would be tried for manslaughter at the very least.
No,
So-
for me,
process of law.
On a conceptual basis, I totally agree. No, it's not going to give justice for anybody else. It's not really a personal vendetta thing. It has to do with preventing potential problems in the future. This guy is a sick mofo who's already killed other people, and if he goes to jail, all it's doing is making it the future's problem. Do you know what I mean? Killing him now solves all of the potential future problems. Hence,
Don't
therefore,
you think he
him
deserves
dying...
due process of law?
Oh, it totally subverts it. I'm just saying that my motivation isn't so much for getting revenge for what he's done or to justify it in any other, circumventing legal way or anything. It's simply the fact that this guy, potentially in the future, could still be incredibly problematic.
Well, talk to David.
Killing him eliminates the problems. All of them.
It's a very permanent solution.
Totally.
To a problem which may actually have multiple solutions to
Yeah.
it. Rehabilitate him.
Potentially,
Who cares?
I don't want him rehabilitated. See, that's the thing. I don't want crazy murderers rehabilitated. I don't care about their rehabilitation.
David?
I think if you tell David that Chloe's dead, that might do it.
That'll trigger him.
Feels like hell.
I think that might do it. I've always lied to him about
Kill me.
everything.
Like he did to Victoria Chase.
Oh, no. I always suspected that son of a bitch.
You suspected everybody. You dickhead.
I just never mentioned it to anybody or did anything about it or...
I never did. Until too late.
You shouldn't have to suspect your teacher.
He wasn't a real teacher. He just wanted to lecture. It's part of his sick plan.
That's a smart move.
Well,
you can monologue
you still have the right
without
idea to tell the
Yeah.
principal that
the
Jefferson
situation.
is shady
It's
around
what I
Kate
find the
Marsh.
most satisfying
And
part of my
Max.
job.
I treated Kate like shit. I know she's a good person, but I'm not. I hope I get to tell her that soon.
Maybe.
Ooh, what do you think? Me Too or Kate Was Bullied?
Me Too. I like Me Too.
Me too. I think that would make her very happy.
I knew Nathan Prescott was a threat. I just waited too long to neutralize him.
Jefferson already did. They had some weird father-son thing going on. But Nathan killed Rachel, and Jefferson had to use him as a scapegoat.
Used him as
That
scapegoat
pervert
for
was pulling all
something
this
he
shit right into my
actually
nose,
did.
too.
Yeah.
I could've stopped him and
Doesn't know how
Also-
scapegoats work.
On top of this, right, this guy still had cameras in his teenage daughter's
Principal
like
Wells Nathan had a
house.
gun and
He is still a
almost
totally creepy
put the
guy,
school in danger.
and I don't like
We
the
all
way
make
he is
decisions we
placed as a
regret.
hero or as
But I
a.
have to admit, I'm impressed by you.
He
yeah,
is. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I had all the high
He's,
tech. You had each
The
other.
people are weird.
Yeah, I don't think the ends justify the means.
Agreed.
To me, there are no ends, there are only means.
Fair enough.
I think the ends are what all we have left. That's why they're the
And
ends.
that's why we're different.
Maybe she learned from you.
I think
You.
she only learned how to hate
You.
my guts.
That's
We
correct.
both had a tough start. And I know it wasn't easy.
I'm not
But it's
gonna
fine
make
now
any
because she's dead.
Excuses for my behavior.
Yeah, tell him.
I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't so great.
Yeah, I saw your
tried to be
door
a
entry
good
there.
father,
Check your
too.
corners.
Doesn't that mean we still have to rewind
Joyce kicked
again?
me out.
Only if you want to save
I
Chloe.
had nothing.
Okay, so all right. So what do you think? I'm sorry, or I was pissed.
Don't apologize for that bullshit.
Yeah, I wouldn't apologize.
I was pissed off and wanted to rage.
Yeah. I know the feeling. Too much.
I'm going to tell Joyce I was wrong about you. She does love
You weren't.
It's pretty obvious.
I try not to use my service as an excuse, but it's hard to come home after war. Most people don't know or care what it's like. Except Joyce.
So
She
hopefully
gave me hope.
he's learned the error of his ways.
A new life.
Yeah,
He
I
seems
hope
to
so.
indicate he has, and he'll be a
My-
better person.
And I
My
have no
buddy-
problem with that, but he
I just
has
wanna
to be
see
the
her
one to
safe
do
with
that.
her
You know, it
mother.
can't be Max
I
telling
promised
people.
Joyce I would go see a family counselor. I'll
See,
start
that's
by
cool.
apologizing to Chloe.
Yeah, that is good.
I don't expect her to call
My
me
buddies
back.
died face down in the muck, so you and I can enjoy this photo studio.
So where is
Yeah.
Super dead.
I'm wondering why they're not hugging it out right now. Okay,
Tell
so
the
now the
truth.
question comes: do I tell him the truth, or do I hide the truth?
I would tell him the truth.
I would totally tell him the truth.
I've always hid the truth.
Isn't this the one you would say you tell him the truth and then he kills Jefferson?
I don't know. I don't know if that's how you kill
We're not
Jefferson,
sure yet. We're not
but
sure the
I've
repercussions.
always hidden the truth, and Jefferson has never died.
You can rewind. You tell him the truth.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, you
can rewind.
rewind.
Tell
All
the
right,
truth.
all right, do it.
All right,
I'm
so
just
we
saying
got
he's
the
gonna
rewind
gonna
mechanic.
find out anyway. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a question of whether you're the one. Who
Yeah,
tells
but
him when.
Well, if you
as
go
this
back in
as this game
time,
has told you
may
though, Narc.
never have to find out.
Yeah, but Narc, as this game has told you, it's always a question of when people know things, when people do things. So the question is hiding it for later or telling him now. What do you think? So we
And
wanna
also,
tell him
something
truth?
that's gone on in this game is being dishonest and snoopy
Yes.
is almost always the right move. But still, tell the truth.
is well, I would say it's the right mechanic. I wouldn't say it's always the right move. But it is teaching little girls to do that, and that's wrong.
Chloe is
Jefferson killed her.
dead.
Say Jefferson killed her. Blame it on Jefferson.
This isn't happening. You can't. No, God. Not Chloe. Max, are you sure? Are you?
Yes, I saw her. I saw a
Yeah.
Jefferson killer in the junkyard last night.
Last night?
Shoot him, bro.
When I was feeling sorry for myself in my hotel room? I promised Joyce that I would protect her and Chloe. How can I
Oh
face
man, it sounds
her
like he's gonna
later?
shoot himself.
We can
never
only
even
hope.
told Chloe that I... God damn it! You killed my wife's child, fucker, and you took away my stepdaughter.
You guys know the etymology of step and stepdaughter and stepson?
No, I don't actually.
It's boring. Never mind. But it has to do.
All right.
It has to do.
As Jefferson gets popped.
Well, wait to kill a moment there, dude. Way to kill a moment.
Max, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to see that.
I'm not.
What a mess. What have I done?
You haven't finished it. Put another to make
All that
sure.
time I wasted with surveillance. Chloe, I'm sorry. Joyce, I failed you.
Is he gonna shoot himself too?
My family.
Oh, we hope not.
You didn't fail. You did your best.
You can do your best and still fail.
Max,
That's true.
you better get outside. You've seen enough of this room.
David, thank you for saving me.
Yeah, why the heck she isn't hugging the hell out of him, I have no idea.
Where's Nathan in this timeline? Why does he think that it's safe outside? What about the tornado? I mean,
Yeah, I am not entirely sure who's dead and who is alive right now.
Well, we've had so many disintegrating photographs, it's hard to tell. Also, I would get that tape off his hands. You got to make a self-defense,
Mal,
argument here.
Want your mic?
Sorry.
He's rubbing it against his hairy chest.
All this expensive gear just for
So,
bullshit.
are you okay? So,
Okay, my question is, okay, yeah, should we go back and try the other one?
Yeah, who cares?
No, I don't think any of this is going to matter.
If you pick the right choice, everyone dies anyway.
So you're saying
slow
there's going to
game
be
for
wait? So there's going to be a final
Yeah.
rewind that overrides all of this?
Well, put it this way: Chloe is dead right now.
Yeah, well, these things happen.
True.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. So we're back in Old English times. If you had a stepborn or a stepchild, that meant orphan. Okay, because if you were stepped, then that means you were bereaved, and you could be one of. If that was in front of something, that just means you're bereaved, and so you would have stepchildren if you took in orphans, and then over time that formed into stepfather and stepmother if you were the mother of the bereaved child, even though you yourself may not be bereaved. So like I said, it's boring.
God.
Jefferson torched everything.
It was mildly
Now the
interesting.
only photo I can get is the one Warren.
Super mild, like paste salsa mild.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a picture that Warren took that I've got to get to.
Yes, the Warren picture.
Looking at that makes me want to vomit.
I had no idea he was this sick.
So where is the Warren photo?
I don't know. See what happens when you leave.
Frank isn't a bad
No,
person,
Warren has
but
the photo.
He can't be in denial.
You have to get to
Drugs
Warren.
he provided.
Okay, I'm a bit confused then, I think.
You won't be going, Jeff.
Right,
Well,
Warren
we
has the
haven't
photo.
talked to him yet, so the question is, what if anything in this room could help me come up with either an alternative or some other piece of evidence?
There's no alternative.
Yeah, there's yeah.
Yeah, just get out of there.
I'm gonna save you.
Well, the question is, okay, so do I try and leave?
Yes.
Okay, or so I don't talk to him at all, so I don't even have the choice of either telling him or not telling him.
Yeah, just leave. Just don't talk to him. That was a really long conversation.
We don't want to go through that again.
Nah, get out of there.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
So where is Chloe?
Guess
He
what?
wasn't gonna let you.
Yeah, the game's not gonna do it. Okay, so now we want to try to hide it.
Yeah.
You want,
she's in her
okay?
room.
You were just saying you wanted to keep Jefferson. Oh, you wanted to kill
Pretty
Jefferson.
stressed out, so
Oh, I do, but I want to see what options
Okay.
we're gonna have here.
up in here.
So look at this.
okay.
Oh,
Even when she's lying about Chloe being alive, he's tattling
Well,
on her
I'm
for
happy
smoking
Chloe's
weed.
David, I have to go.
What an
outside and
awful
get some
person
real
Max
air
is.
And use my phone.
She could have just said she didn't know. I mean,
Yeah.
You're a brave soldier.
that seems plausible. I don't
I'm
remember.
glad Chloe has a best friend like you.
Also, I don't think, like, if you found somebody who was in that kind of situation who'd clearly just been traumatized, would you let them out of your sight?
Why isn't anyone calling the police is what I'm not quite understanding.
I think Madsen may have called the police before he went in and then vigilante'd through it.
Because, I mean,
And
from
they
a legal
are
perspective...
really slow. Holy
Just
crap!
leave, Blackstar, just leave.
Mhm.
Wait,
Okay,
it's
so
on
we're
the
gonna
computer.
let
Do you
him
think he's
live?
ordering Domino's?
If you
Yeah,
want to
let
let
him
him
live.
live, let him live.
Let him
But
Almost.
Right,
none
now
of
I
it's
want
going to
pizza.
matter because Chloe is dead at this point.
The flawless American legal system will take care of him.
It's character defining for Max, whether it happened or not.
This is true.
Holy shit! This storm is real. I need
Yeah,
to
it's
find
been real this whole time.
Movie is secret. This game is secretly about climate change.
Warren.
I think it. There. You say that as a joke, but I think
Never
it.
mind.
I think
Listen,
it's a
you had
part
that
of
photo
it.
you took last night in the
Do you know what I hate to say? She wouldn't have had any of these problems if she just used her cell phone like a normal teenager.
Yes.
You're absolutely right.
Think about it.
And that, you know, almost every problem in movies and video games can be solved with a phone call.
Yeah, with a cell phone, working
Except
cell phone.
for like The Grudge. I mean, you can't be. That thing's gonna kill you no matter what. And The Ring.
That's okay.
I'm
Me
someplace
too.
really crappy. I'm not staying here.
It's not over yet.
And
Lauren.
Alien.
So hold on.
Storm wouldn't get. What is it? It's getting smaller.
Oh my god! Is there a vehicle sequence here?
Oh my god! She's actually gonna
Yeah, you
drive.
drive with the camera.
Is that a Maybach?
No, it's some kind of fake, nondescript vehicle that's supposed to look fancy.
That's just it. I'm wondering what they were trying to rip off. The hood ornament looked like a Maybach.
I will agree, it does look like a Maybach, but a little smaller.
Yeah, they weren't sure. They weren't sure you knew Jefferson was an asshole, so they gave him a Maybach just so you knew.
Just so you'll absolutely, there'll be no doubt.
Oh, I like the Rush Limbaugh thing here. Like they've clearly never listened to Rush Limbaugh's radio station and think he's a nutso fundamentalist, but he's just a nutso conservative. There's a big difference.
Yes, I'm Gallup.
Message received yesterday.
Yeah, I like that.
Max, it's Nathan. I just wanted to say.
Eyes on the road?
I'm sorry.
Well, her hands are at 10 and 2, Black Star, so that's pretty good.
Well, with airbags, they're actually supposed to be 9 and 3 now. Otherwise, you blow off your thumbs.
Yeah, suck
Yeah,
it.
it's true. It's true.
Mr. Jefferson, he's coming for me now. All this shit.
Mark, what's the Russian insult that's like that? Go to the dick?
Yeah.
What a
Remember
great
that, kids.
insult. If kids are watching this game, they've made a huge mistake.
You think? I think
Yeah,
this whole
this is-
game is filled with mistakes that we're trying to correct.
I'd say this is one of the most thematically mature games I've ever played, which is weird because it's about teenagers.
Yeah, see, that's what I find very
Yeah.
contradictory.
It's very dark in places.
We're so gonna get content ID'd.
You think?
Yeah.
We just keep talking very loudly.
Not your
it'll
not your typical teenage drama.
Totes fine.
Yeah, don't stop to help any of these people. Not,
Yes.
You're driving a luxury vehicle in the storm with more than enough room.
A pristine luxury vehicle.
Yep. While these
fine.
people have nothing,
Look at
they've
how
lost their
small she
homes.
is in that car. She looks like my
No,
grandma.
Don't leave the keys. Don't leave. No, she's leaving.
She's gonna leave the lights on too.
She probably left her phone in there.
Yo, yeah, that would have been done.
And there's the cyclone.
This is the slowest
That's right, guys.
tornado
Hunching
I've
will
ever
help.
seen.
Just hunch
Okay, so-
as you run away.
So jump into the cyclone, and then all humans will be merged with synthetic life, and that'll solve the problem.
Yep.
There you go.
Hurry up.
Okay, now there's a lot of stuff in this segment when you're trying to get to the two whales diner
Yeah,
where
that's
you
trying
can,
to distract me.
well, not
This
necessarily.
guy looks like he's
here's
stuck.
the-
Do I
the
help him or
trucker
no?
guy.
They're gonna give you opportunities to help people, I think.
guy's
That's
trapped.
the idea.
Right.
I have to help everybody.
And
Thanks, kid.
there's some payoff.
Oh my God,
for
she
being
actually
nice
asked
to
if you're okay.
I was trapped here.
Ugh.
I got stuck in this shithole delivering logs after the railroad closed down.
See, do you remember this trucker guy?
Never coming back.
Yeah, he's the one who bringing ammunition to the cyclone by bringing giant pieces of wood.
You go,
Right.
girl. You go.
You go, girl.
And I also think that this part of the game looks the best. I don't know, but I mean,
No, the next bit.
what
Yeah, the next sequence.
in the diner?
Oh no, maybe the sequence after. This is the most beautiful part of the game to me. Oh, you gonna help her?
Could
No.
save that.
Oh, do I have to? Oh,
You
geez.
don't have to. Anything.
Now that's Evan, the guy with the Hitler Youth haircut.
He's the one that's always hitting Alyssa with stuff.
Do you see that tornado? Get the hell out of here!
Oh no, he's not. Sorry.
There's no way I can pass up these images. Just look at it.
You can't take a picture when you're dead. So we'll
You're just a larval douche.
Insist. Whoa, Max! You do know things.
You do know things.
only
I'm sorry, there's a terribly written line.
Yep.
I love that about him.
Everyday hero. Come with me. I have to help somebody else first.
Because I have taken on a messianic role in this community.
If you go to the right, that other right.
The other right.
That's
I'm hearing
because it makes
screaming.
an L with your thumb. No, I don't care about that one. Go to the other one. Up there at the top of this little building here. Do you hear? I'm stuck up here. Go over there. Go over to that building. To the right.
Can't seem to run now for whatever reason. Oh, Alyssa? Oh,
It's
I gotta help
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
You don't have to.
Oh, there's a drawing here. Hold on. I must look at the drawing. Oh, look, butterflies.
I can't think about all those children out there.
How come I can't warp into this photo?
What a dumb photo. You can't
What a
have the
dumb
rainbow
placement for
and
a
the
photo.
sun in the same shot.
Okay, so how do I help Alyssa here?
That kid has no idea how atmospheric optics work. Just go around the log pile.
Oh, this one over here?
No, the other one. Turn around. Maybe, oh, it's not a log pile, it's a debris pile, sorry. There's a little ramp up.
Shit. Alyssa needs help again.
My favorite part about this segment is how Max is even annoyed with her now. Shut up. Help yourself, you moron. Look! What do you mean she can't get down from there? It's 10 feet up.
So I gotta move some boards?
There was a thing there to your left to interact with.
Are you okay? Let me help you down. Drop that shit, Max. Whenever you jump, I have to get out of the way. So just get...
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen.
Because you didn't help her before, you now just kill her every time.
Really?
That cackle is
I
hilarious.
believe that's how it works.
But no, Blackstar did help her quite a lot.
Yeah, he helped her a bunch of times.
I think you have to help her every time.
Oh, really? So it's one of those everything or nothing?
Yeah. So there was one you missed. She got splashed by a truck, I believe. You missed that one.
Oh no, I did that one.
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
One. Yeah.
Well, she's had a problem in every episode.
I think
You
there was
must have
one
missed
football.
one.
Oh well.
It was
Did you
the
tell
first
her
one with the football because Funk liked the noise.
He wanted to. Yeah, he wanted.
Oh,
the
you
football
never
one.
went back and saved her, huh?
Well, I think we did it. We repeated it like 2 or 3 times. I think I saved her
Good
once.
for you. All right, now you can go back to that building you were.
So she was
you were
just
going.
impaled off screen, huh?
Yep.
Yeah,
Disney
like
death.
Lara Croft and Tomb Raider.
If you go the other way, you've got to crawl through that gap that you looked at.
Oh, the one
Where
that I
the
had over here.
screens were.
Yeah.
I was over here on the other side of the building. Why can't I run? I don't understand why I can't go faster.
It's not that kind of game.
The rain is really heavy.
Yeah, it's really hindering putting one leg in front of the other. I'm sorry, being this young and having this much energy, everyone would be moving a lot faster.
How can I get out of here?
That was amazing. Who did that?
Huh?
I think that was you, Funk.
An amazing fart, Mal.
No, dude, I was stretching.
No.
Not in everyone's ears. So
then I didn't hear what you guys are hearing.
leave a comment below if you think that that's what that sounded like.
If you can identify
You're stretching
the
your
noise.
sphincter, maybe.
Oh,
my
oh, I
God.
get it. You guys are making this my bit, huh?
No. Trust me. Play it back in the stream. You'll notice it yourself. Wow.
Whatever.
That was great.
Nah, dude.
That Funk had fun.
Oh, you
Just
electrocuted
electrocuted that guy. He's the fisherman.
Electrocute the Gordon's fisherman. Okay, so I gotta go save us.
You have to warn him first somehow. Oh no, you have to electrocute him and then rewind so the fire isn't out.
I want to help that fisherman, but he's in shock.
So you have to electrocute him and then go past the fire and then rewind so that the fire isn't out so you haven't electrocuted him.
Okay, gotcha. Hold on, I'll be there in a second as soon as I kill you. Okay, great.
Does anybody else find all of this actually quite spurious and like disconnected from the main theme?
Yeah, a little
and,
bit.
It seems like it's getting in the way of.
Doesn't follow the narrative.
It's messing up the
Needed
pacing.
to make a game.
Yeah.
You know, so
now
like
rewind.
we're gonna put in a game element here. But there is some payoff here. These are people you were either nice to before or mean to before, and now how they react to you is dependent on how you treated them earlier. And
Yeah,
there's
but-
also a homeless woman.
Yes,
who's
I think
either
she's already
left
dead.
or dead.
But that's if you had time to. I mean, the way that we've been playing it, we haven't really had time to go the whole way through. So a lot of this is a bit, yeah,
We should
spurious.
get out of here. Okay, I better hurry to the diner over there.
Yeah, Hari is not part of this plan.
I think the Enterprise just beamed him up.
You're so northeastern. No, good up. No.
Oh, but there's a flyer. Everybody
Yeah, good
plays
point.
Makes me so sad.
reasons.
Let me look at that guy
around,
again.
Turn it around. Go
Look at that flyer one
over
more
the
time.
fire. That's it. Walk through
No,
there.
don't
Turn
look at the
right.
flyer.
Do not go back. Do not listen to funk.
I try not to.
I think that guy may have been playing baseball and not softball.
Wow, now that's a really heavy train. So if that got derailed, or
Now, I wonder
supposedly
if it would
blown
have
over.
gotten derailed if you hadn't messed up with the tracks.
Oh.
So go to the diner.
It's the Wadai. Okay,
The
yeah.
die.
I think that's dramatic foreshadowing taken to extreme.
Oh, yep.
With a gasoline explosion? Okay.
Yeah. Everyone knows diners are completely full of gasoline.
No, it's probably just propane tanks.
Only
or
the ones
something.
Michael Bay goes to. What am I burying?
You
Oh,
put
oh,
your
yeah.
lock to the gasoline
Oh, okay, so-
line.
Yeah.
As
Max
you
is a lot smarter
inadvertently
than you
solved
there.
the puzzle.
Don't go look at that newspaper. Just go into the diner.
Check the menu board too, the special
Don't.
This is blocked off.
There's no need.
Now I have to find another way into the diner.
You have to go around back.
I just wish I could run around back. Climbing through the window?
I almost feel that all the rest of this danger there is to make doubly sure you feel justified in rewinding again to save
Yeah.
Chloe, because
Save
it's not
Kat.
just saving Chloe,
Yeah.
you're saving the whole town.
It's saving the town from imminent
So,
demise.
if you look, yeah, so did
Don't-
you warn the homeless woman?
Yeah, you did.
Alright, so she
She's
left.
not here. I hope she's in a shelter.
But if you don't warn her, she's dead
I
then.
never even asked her name.
So the segment is, in my opinion, not only just there to insert some gameplay, but to make your inconsequential choices feel consequential.
Feel like they matter.
Yeah.
And it does feel good
There's
when you
no
see
point
that.
in looking at anything here, Blackstar.
I know, that's why I'm torturing everyone with it.
Okay. There's still quite a big sequence that you've got to go through, so
Jesus,
to this point
yeah.
of time, I would go and talk to Warren now.
There-
oh my
yeah,
god, I'm
there's
being
a
stopped by a curtain.
significant part of
There's
the
a
game.
curtain here. My
Go through the
god.
door.
Curtain free. I can't just go through that.
Max.
I hate him so much.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
Max. Oh,
I like how
so glad
how
to
her
see you,
hair
sweetie.
legitimately looks
Are you
wet.
okay?
Yes.
You
I
think?
don't think that's a her.
Yes.
Oh, Max is. Sorry.
Yeah.
Standing now.
I thought he was talking about Warren for a second.
Like it's all weird and chunky like wet hair is. It's the only time the art style really
Okay,
serves
get your
the
ass inside. I have to get back
the-
to this gentleman on the ground.
I don't know.
Lauren has been
And
gathering all the
her
first
jacket
aid.
looks wet too.
not
It looks
much,
good.
Joyce.
I think they did
It's all
wet
we
right.
have.
You okay, Warren?
Aren't you supposed to be heading to like door frames and basements?
How the hell
And
did I
this is a
ignore
raised
all
diner. I
these
don't think they have a basement.
The snow?
Look at all the waves over
There's
there.
nothing you could do about
They're definitely gonna die.
Yeah, we're like 10 feet from the beach, so yeah, I think we're in trouble.
This is a terrible place to be.
Yeah.
I should have seen it coming. Meteorologists didn't see it coming.
And excuse me, she could say, excuse me, I have a high-priced luxury vehicle outside that's probably got four-wheel drive. We could just, like, go away.
I'm just a pussy.
Don't talk to anybody in the diner. Just go to Warren.
We will get
Maybe talk to Pompidou.
I hate to say I'm glad to see you, but I'm so glad to see you.
That's okay. The important thing is
Why
that
does he
you're
keep
safe.
saying that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
You can take care of
Maybe he
yourself.
thinks it's trite.
Should have done that a long time ago. But damn, Max. Can't believe you actually drove down
I
here
think
in
he
the
just
middle of
thinks
a
that it
fucking
sounded
E6 tornado.
cool.
Just for one photograph? I mean,
There's no
maybe
such
it didn't
thing
come
as
from
an
me.
E6 tornado.
I
They don't
care for
even
all
use
of you.
E and then a number
just
to
want
classify
you to have the
tornadoes, and
photograph.
even if they
I
did,
just
they
want
ended at
you to shut
5.
up and listen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And furthermore, you
Finally
can't
go and tell me what you
determine
never did in the
the
parking lot.
category of a tornado until it's already
I wish I
passed and the
would.
damage is
So I'm
complete.
just going to tell you
Hey.
without any explanation.
Somebody
Doesn't-
watched Twister recently.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say, man. This Twister goes to 11.
I had a vision in Jefferson's
Oh,
class of a tornado destroying Arcadia Bay. I went to the bathroom and saw my best friend Chloe get shot.
This
by
is
Nathan
the whole,
Prescott.
in case you dropped
with
in
me
at
so
this
far?
episode
Where else could
and
I be?
hadn't played the
Go
rest of
on.
it.
Yep.
Then I found out that I could rewind time. And long story short, Mark Jefferson is insane and dangerous.
Whoa.
What a
Is that all?
Or
non-sequitur.
dead. Or already dead. I mean, one of the
I
other.
started the storm.
You did not start the storm.
What?
You did
All right,
not
I'm
start
confused.
the
No,
storm.
no,
You
no. I
didn't
know.
start the
I-
storm.
There you go.
It was always raging.
No,
I think it was
you-
always
you
burning
dreamt
until the
it.
world's been turning.
Right.
The
You had
storm
a
still burned.
premonition that the storm was coming. So
I'm just
say he
confused
killed
as to why they give you that as an option.
Oh, because they're wrong. And we'll get back to that later. He killed Chloe.
Why is he smiling after she's mentioned all these horrible things going on? Not to mention
Well,
the town collapsing
Because
around
he's in love.
You didn't
He's got
notice.
BioWare face.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Well,
does.
there's also that problem, but you didn't notice, but he's actually been stalking Max the whole game, and that sounds like a joke. But if you, like, look outside while she's in her first class, Warren's there looking through the window
You'll
and
notice
stuff,
all the examples.
I bet he knew.
You think?
I bet he knew, yes.
Okay. All right. So started. Why I would say I
He's
started the
retarded,
storm,
so
I
he
don't know.
actually thought that it was real.
Or he killed Chloe. What do you think?
He killed Chloe.
He killed Chloe. At the end of the day, that's why
I
you're
have
here.
to go back in time. Jefferson already killed
It's a
Chloe.
really amazing
I can't let that happen.
mocap
I
on
have
the
to do
mouth in this
something,
scene.
Warren.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to her?
Probably
on
the
the
best.
floor?
Time is what caused the storm.
All because
I hate the fact that he's in that
Because of
he's in that animation loop
What?
because it's a very intense conversation they're having, and I think
Yeah.
they're breaking eye contact.
Even though I play one at
I
school,
think
but
her lips are broken.
this seems like pure
You're an
cause and
idiot.
effect. Maybe chaos theory.
You mentioned butterflies are going to punch you.
Jefferson.
Famously, chaos theory says there is no cause and effect.
Yeah.
This guy is such an idiot. I hope he dies.
It's like he's never read Jurassic Park.
Yeah, right. He's never even read Jurassic Park. That's how little he knows about chaos theory or complexity theory or any of that stuff.
Okay, dosed me or Rachel was killed.
Rachel was killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Nathan accidentally killed Rachel Amber trying to impress Jefferson. Nathan just needed mental help.
That's really funny.
He's dead.
This did not
Oh,
happen in my
fuck, you're
playthrough.
lovely.
No, not that part. The fact that she's not moving her
Not the whole
mouth.
story, but I guess we really are out of time.
But I can still
Oh,
change
episode
things.
title drop, I think.
What do you think will happen?
This just seems to me it should have been like, give me the damn photo, Warren.
Yes.
Give
me the damn photo.
You're not wrong.
Maybe you caused a chain reaction. Even in the environment.
Shut up.
You believe me? Right, there
Oh.
should be a shut the F up.
Okay.
You believe me.
So now you
yeah.
have the
X,
opportunity
X.
to ask, this is my fault, when earlier you were
Do
able
not.
to say, I caused the storm.
Yeah.
And Warren, as we know, Warren is wrong about everything, and he's suggesting it's your fault. Therefore, he's wrong.
Okay. So
it's not your fault.
Okay, so more time together. This is my fault,
No.
or you believe me.
Oh, I don't think it matters.
Really?
As long as it's not B, just don't do B.
You're my friend, Warren.
Oh,
I-
you're my
I
friend.
haven't told anybody else.
She should say she loves him like a brother next time.
Oh, wow, the apocalypse is coming, and she's gonna friend zone him right here.
I can talk to you like I can talk to any of my girlfriends.
I told you before that I'll always believe you.
I just wish I could trust my powers. I guess we'll never know if it's magic or science.
Even if it's from a wizard or a wormhole. You're part of something bigger. I don't believe in fate or destiny, but after this week, I realize I don't know shit.
Oh, good. He's come to the realization.
Hey,
everybody else.
We agree on something.
I said one true thing in that paragraph. Just one.
I guess it's up to you to find out why. Max, I'm sorry you got stuck in this. I don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Also true.
But I have total faith that
And
you'll
yet
do the right
I
thing
keep
when
talking.
the time comes.
I can't stop myself from talking
So
some more
proud,
about
Max.
stuff.
Yeah, I hate
There be more important
I
moments
hate to say
in
this is not adding to it; it's taking away from it.
with you.
Yeah, this is a
Thank you for trusting me.
a misstep, I think.
Always.
Especially considering what little interactivity we've had with him throughout the game.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to know which
A
one
lot
of the devs was this an author insert for? Is the question.
Yeah.
I think this is.
I think a lot of normal people really like Warren and wanted this opportunity to talk to him. And
I think
really
little
say
girls
goodbye.
like Warren because he's cute. Oh wow! Okay,
Leave.
hug, kiss, leave.
Just leave. Just leave.
him.
Leave.
Wow, unanimous. So, in the comments below, what do
Give me
you
a high
think I
five,
should?
Warren. Leave.
I'm all for a high five.
I think I
Leave Warren
gave
high
him a
five.
hug in my first playthrough.
Not a chuck on the shoulder. Not a. Hey,
I've
back
kissed
at
him
you.
in my playthroughs, but
Oh.
I interacted a lot more with him throughout the thing. But I don't think it's the right thing to do.
It wouldn't be appropriate here for our playthrough. I don't think.
Probably not, but I hate to say it. I think just statistically, I think they would probably fist bump.
Yes, exactly.
More than either of these other options. Okay.
I would like it if she fist bumped him in the face.
I think we all would. But now comes the question: do we want to see
here's
the
the
other
thing.
ones just so we can rewind, or do you just want
He's
me to go?
probably never touched a woman.
Exactly.
Give him a hug.
You think?
Maybe.
No, you do not have to hug guys just because it's the apocalypse and they might never get
Are
to
you
see
kidding
a
me?
hug a woman
Haven't
again.
you
That's
seen
not
Dogma?
Max's responsibility to make sure that he gets
I'm
a hug before he
sorry.
dies.
It could be the last hug on Earth.
Jilly,
Yeah,
if it was the apocalypse, they'd be doing something a lot more than hugging.
Universality in the chat votes hug and mentions that they streamed this game yesterday.
Really? Oh, okay. All right. So maybe we should try the
Good.
hug route.
Keep that guy in. Whoever you are, I forgot your name. Stay in here.
I think
and then we'll talk
Jilly
about
makes-
the final choice later.
Julie makes a more than relevant point though, because she is in no way obligated.
Yeah, she's not obliged to do it, but she's a nice person. And she knows Warren really wants to hug
But
her.
not hugging him does not make her a not nice person.
I agree.
You're one of
In
my
much the same way, me not buying somebody a hot dog at a baseball game doesn't make me a bad person.
Exactly.
But you know what? Maybe I'll buy someone a hot dog.
Wait. You have money to buy other people things?
No.
It's very
no.
trans-
I didn't think
very
so.
I meant steal a hot dog. Obviously.
I think the other our audience actually seemed to pick correctly there. That was a nice moment.
All right. Thank you, audience.
Look at how annoyed Max is at this photo. Like, ugh, this guy's touching me again. She probably wrote in her journal that day, Warren, the guy who always touches me, touched me again. That sounds worse. Hold on, that sounds worse when I said it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was Mal again.
Wow.
It sounded like you did a slipper slide on a leather cow or
I
something.
don't. All I did
sounded
was,
like you
all I did
rubbed
was
your
lean back in
cat.
my chair.
Okay. It really sounded like you rubbed your cat on your microphone and then pulled its tail at the end.
Yeah, kind of. if your cat was made of leather. Oh man, I can't
I
seem
love
to
how
get
we've
this.
been doing this for ages and Black Star is still no better at focusing the photos.
Well, it's all in different positions, and the thing is that they seem incredibly subtle on both sticks, and
Twiddle your
therefore,
thumbs, man.
I love how it has to give me a damn hint.
It's a lot easier when you
It's
use.
like, do you want to know how to do this?
It's a lot easier to do on the computer.
I'm sure it is. God. Well, see, I'm using
PC
the
Master Race.
I'm using the Xbox Elite controller.
Do you have the vibrate function on?
Yes.
Okay. Do one stick at a time until you get the most extreme vibration, I believe. And then combine them. And you'll get it.
Well, it seems to start and then it stops.
Fuck was useful
there. We
there.
go. No, I was ignoring him completely.
I don't like the idea of the exception that proves the rule there. They had to say that I was useful in this situation.
No, I guarantee you weren't. I was totally ignoring you.
Just glad we're
Okay.
Oh, that makes me
That's
feel better.
better.
Guess you need to talk. No worries. It's all good.
I'm
Oh,
glad
poor
you're with me
Warren.
too. What's going on, Max? We have to find Nathan right now.
This is a puzzle as well.
I have a feeling.
Is it?
Chloe, wait.
Yes.
Listen. I can walk
But
and
just-
listen,
You can
okay?
fail
you-
this.
You trapped in the photo. I mean,
Fine,
You
Max.
can fail it.
I'm listening.
Well, we don't want to screw this up now.
You
So
can't go in that
wait, but is it a puzzle or is it just a conversation?
It's a conversation
You're gonna
puzzle.
die if you
Oh,
do.
okay, fine.
You used
My
your powers,
favorite
right?
kind.
And you fucked around with time and I died. Not like that. You're
What if we
knows how the
not-
game works.
what if we not fucked around with
Anyway,
time where you
punk-ass
died?
bitch Nathan Prescott is taking me down. You're right, he won't. Mark Jefferson killed you. And others. Jefferson, the art teacher? That's
But I was just
bullshit.
flirting
Nathan
with
is the
him.
fucking serial killer. We saw the proof. Now, excuse me, I'm going to that party to make sure he never hurts anybody
Wow,
again.
she
You
doesn't
coming?
believe you. She doesn't believe the time traveling girlfriend
Yep.
in when she actually makes that statement. I don't understand that. That
Chloe
makes
is
no
a
This
sense.
is one of the
All right.
reasons that Brown Man from the Red versus Blue guys, when he was doing this game, he absolutely hated Chloe. He got through the game and he just hated her guts because of this kind of crap.
It's just, she's so, rage focused on things. She doesn't believe
Yeah.
stuff when she's told it. And yeah, she's way too myopic.
I think you got to go with Nathan as dead here.
Yeah,
If you
I
tell
would
her it's
think
too
so, too.
dangerous, she's not going to care. That's
Right,
like
she's not going to
that's
believe
like a
you.
dad
Yep,
warning.
she's, oh, whatever.
if you tell her the goal is already achieved, then she'd be like, oh,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
good point.
I
yeah.
agree. You need to hit her with something heavy to cut through her bullshit.
Yep.
Nathan is dead, and you're in danger. That fucker is already dead? How do you know that?
What do you mean, how do I know that?
What do you mean?
Time traveling girlfriend. Hello.
What a dumb question.
Please.
I'm
was
just under these
trying to-
circumstances. Yeah. It's just okay.
No.
Fine. If this was normal, I could understand that statement. But time traveling girlfriend. Hello.
Try Jefferson hurt me.
Yeah, that's what I would lean towards as well. Because,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
then I'm wondering, is that just
That's
the
going to set
hope
her
that-
off against him, and she'll
Right.
run
or
off.
is it?
And,
But does Chloe actually care
Now-
about you?
I think she does.
Yeah. Well,
You're
it's
her
been leading up.
BFF.
Yeah. Well,
And
supposedly.
not GFF.
Little manipulative, but yeah, still got affinity.
Okay.
And you know what? That's a great point, Black Star. As we know from this game, if you're
Jefferson
manipulative
drugged and killed
and a liar and snooping on people, that's what the developers think is correct.
Yep.
This
I
is
went through to get
very
back here.
true.
But I couldn't let you die.
And there is a payoff
You
on
brought me back
that
here,
as well
and
later.
I can't lose you again. I won't. Max, I'm so sorry. I was the one who dragged you into all this shit.
Well, mostly.
Nobody, especially you, should have to go through that.
Several times, in fact.
Now we have to stop Jefferson. With one bullet. No, not this way.
Yeah, we'll use Dave.
Chloe, I can't keep
Max needs to
fixing
go.
everything if all I'm gonna do
You're
is
it.
just break
You're
it
the
over
tornado.
and over again.
She's not,
I
though.
know how this is gonna turn out, and
There's no
I'm
way.
afraid I'm fucking up all these alternate realities.
What?
You
That
kinda-
Chloe,
yeah,
Chloe's
you
not the
are.
tornado? Chloe's
No,
the
Chloe's
tornado.
not the
What do you mean,
tornado.
Max?
That's ridiculous.
What did you do?
What haven't I done? Mm-hmm.
That's a ridiculous assessment of the situation, Mal.
I'll tell you what
How
I've
dare
never
you.
done. I've never called the police.
Yeah, I have at no point sought outside help for this
Mm-hmm.
cascading failure.
I'm surprised she doesn't get in touch with the weather stations or anybody responsible
Why
for
bother?
evacuations
She
or
asked
something.
Warren.
I
Warren
don't
knows
know.
more than the weather stations.
Yeah, why?
Get your head out of your ass, Black Star.
Why isn't there any dramatic foreshadowing in any way, shape, or form that this storm is coming? It's like it just materializes out of nowhere.
Well, it's because it's a special metaphysical storm, just like we got two moons.
Okay, so the I fucked up Terrible choice
Yeah.
or nothing?
I don't know. Terrible choice. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm kind of
Go
leaning
with
towards
your,
I
go with your
fucked up.
instincts.
I'm kind of leaning I fucked
Yeah, go
up.
with it. Press Y.
I fucked up, Chloe. I wanted to make things right, but everything turned out wrong.
Max, what the hell are you talking about?
I was able to go back in time to the last day William was alive. I stopped him from leaving, but you ended up in a car crash instead.
You saw my dad again?
You were completely paralyzed. And you were in pain. You were slowly dying, and you...
Did you kill her, by the way?
You asked
No.
No.
And you're...
Nah, I
Okay,
missed
good.
out.
Chloe, there was no way I could do that. I had to return to this timeline to see you again. I had to.
God, Max. That must have been awful for you. I'm so sorry I had to
Hey,
ask
wait till I get to the torture, rape, and drugging.
But I had no idea what would happen, and as usual, I messed everything up, and I never want to hurt you. Ever. You have to believe me.
Of course I do. Do you think I would even know how to handle that situation?
Badly.
Nobody would. The important thing is that we're together again.
Rashly.
Yes. All of your handling skills are poor,
So we
Chloe.
can stay together and stay alive.
I hear you, Max, but do you think we should let Jefferson get away with torture and murder?
Of course not. If we tell David, he'll believe us, and he can actually stop him.
He's got a gun.
Right?
In several, in fact.
Why do you trust him after you totally reamed him the other day? He's
Yeah,
not
this
even
is
at
an
our house
excellent
anymore.
question, Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also,
I would say
will he
Dave
be
saved
able
it.
to
Saved
handle
me.
Jefferson by himself, given that he couldn't last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would actually say David cares about you because
Yeah.
remember we saw
You think?
him. Yeah, well, do you remember? So Chloe's thing is that when she was robbed of a father figure, it deeply traumatized her and turned her into an idiot. And she doesn't feel like anyone cares about her, and everyone is always leaving her. David actually cares about her so much that when he thinks that Jefferson killed her, he kills Jefferson.
But
See, the funny
problem
thing
is,
is-
is Chloe going to believe that? Like,
Right.
when you tell your kid, "Hey, this is for
I
your
really
own
care,"
good,"
yeah.
all they do is resent
Okay,
you.
but the other two options are bad. David was ahead of this. She won't believe either because that's saying that,
Right.
that he was doing a better job of this. And David Saved Me requires you to believe that Chloe cares about you, which we just kind of admitted that, not really. So
Well, no,
it
it's-
does.
So
But
X
that's
is
the
the
only-
only option
that's the real
centric
thing.
to Chloe.
I was gonna say I would just say it's because that's the thing that you learn. Like
Right,
that
exactly.
That whole scene came about. The thing that at the end that you learned, the additional character development was the unrevealed thing was that he really does care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the perfect example of that is David saving her. That solidifies his actions.
Right. That's the real
as far
act.
the that's what I think. That's probably the one to go with.
Chloe, David saved
Oh,
me from Jefferson. If he didn't
Yeah,
tell
I'm
me
on
in the
the other
dark
one.
room,
Yeah,
That was-
that's
Dead right
that was the
You
wrong
were
one.
90 degrees
Max.
from what everyone thought.
I
Yep,
had no
But
clue.
it was that's the way out of the
But you wanna
puzzle.
save
That's
him.
what the developers think is
I'm
correct.
so grateful
Really?
David was there.
Yes.
So what's your plan?
we tell him everything, including that Victoria is in danger.
Okay. You've been through so much. I believe you, Max.
See,
After all, I'm still your faithful companion.
Yes, you are. So listen, in a few minutes, I won't know any
The
of
devs
this
think
happened.
also think
Nothing.
Warren is smart, so
We absolutely have to stay in your room and do nothing. Then we explain everything to David, and we finally let him do his job. You'll have to tell me exactly what I did and said just now. Just explain that I traveled through time using the photo.
Will you believe me?
I'll always believe you, Chloe.
Look at those fighting stances.
okay. Okay, so that doesn't happen.
I like to know
And somebody called the cops.
what.
Finally.
Yeah. Well, that's
David, I think.
Yeah, it's one thing I never quite
See,
understood. For a
now
lot of it.
because we tell David ahead of time, he can call the cops. Though apparently he was still there.
I'd still like to know how a photographer got the drop on ex-military.
I see that the real
We
Max
don't
is
look.
back.
Maybe that photographer's like from Israel or Finland or something.
Yeah, he was.
And he is also ex-military.
No, he's Russian. He was in the Spetsnaz.
Yeah, it could be.
I did so much to bring you back, Chloe.
Okay. Cue the second whale.
Actually, weren't. You're with me again.
Well, weren't they like
They're
five?
so nuts. Look at the size of those waves behind them.
Yeah, you would not be standing on that beach.
Save my ungrateful ass.
Yeah, why
over and
are
over
either
and-
one of them here?
She needs to get her nails done too.
I don't blame you for wanting me out of your life after all my drama. Come on.
Why would either one of them be
Official
standing here,
drama
though?
king
I mean,
Yeah.
for King Yubei this week. Just look at what my powers have caused in just a short time.
They've caused nothing.
You're
I'm probably gonna.
Well, at this point,
time warrior. Even if you weren't, you're kind and caring. Nobody could have a better best friend.
This is not the place to have this conversation, girls.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It did.
I do feel that this is a very sort of, maybe this is slightly racist, but it's like, you know, the French who have the Channel and then the Mediterranean as their coastlines. They're like, yeah, you would totally have this conversation on the beach.
well, here's the thing that gets me. Literally, the tide is coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My powers wouldn't even exist.
It's very clear that these people have never seen a tornado and don't understand how they work.
Or tidal coastlines.
At this exact moment
Yeah.
in history, I have to think that Rachel was somewhere behind the scenes.
This is like the he's not going to paddle to New Zealand moment.
Oh my god, look at how close those waves are getting to him.
Not to
Why
mention
aren't
the
they
lightning.
pooping and running?
You remember, right? Well, we left the party and made sure Jefferson couldn't find us. For once, I was glad I lived in an actual fortress. Then the storm got hella crazy, and you said we would be safe at the
See,
lighthouse.
look there. They even justified Madsen's being creepy.
Yeah.
That's a little
I
weird.
can't even believe this is real. This is happening because of me.
I said you'd be safe in the lighthouse, not on the beach in front of it.
We both paid our dues.
Also, why did you say you'd be safe in the lighthouse?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
You know that thing from the
just to
dream
refer
where
to the
that
dream?
explodes?
This could be Rachel's revenge. Our revenge.
Wait a
Cyclone
minute.
Rachel.
The lighthouse is out of the way of the tornado. Come on.
See,
No,
no,
what?
Chloe's correct.
Chloe. I've got your
Oh.
back, Rex.
Version controller.
Are we still in a photo?
No.
What?
Alfred Hitchcock famously called film little pieces
Okay,
of
at this point, I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
It gets cool in a second.
These pieces of time can
This
frame us
is,
in our
I
glory.
think, my favorite sequence.
Listen to this Jefferson
What, she,
Wow,
she does a
you're-
pencil trick on him?
You're an insane person, but I understand why.
Can you give me an example of a
If
photographer?
it's the sequence I'm thinking of.
This is messed up.
Diane Arbus.
Am I stuck in a time loop?
Anybody?
I love how that's
Bueller?
the thing you're asking now. I mean, how many times have you gone through this
Yeah.
and you're like, maybe I'm stuck in some sort of time loop where this moment is really important for reasons I haven't
What's
quite
the
grasped.
what's the noise?
What the heck?
No, it's a Magnolia moment.
Keep that to
Yeah.
Seriously though.
Birds or frogs?
One of you in a dark corner.
Those are birds.
Where's the Amy Mann soundtrack?
Oh,
So
it's
wait,
so
no-
creepy.
What? Nobody else? Nobody else? No. Okay.
Have I?
Okay, reality skipped a groove again.
Hey, check the etching on the table in front of you.
Yeah. So the table ahead of yours.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait
That's the
till
same
number
one.
four.
All right, never mind.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
the-
wait, wait a minute, wait. It says Max
saw that.
Caulfield
Yep.
forever.
Oh, look at it again.
Okay, it changed.
Oh,
Now
no,
it says
Chloe
Chloe
Price.
Price.
I
Photo,
forgot
photo,
that was
photo.
the mechanic on that one. I totally forgot.
I'm taking this picture.
Well, now it says Chloe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She wants to take the photo of Chloe forever.
Well, okay, look. All right, the when
Look,
whoa,
look
at the
at
look
Kate,
at where
look at
Kate was
Kate.
sitting.
Whoa.
I was pointing at my screen there, forgetting that none of you
No, that's where
could see that.
Victoria was sitting.
No, behind you. Look.
It's right there.
Oh,
You didn't
okay.
die, Kate. You're alive.
Not in Jilly's playthrough.
Yeah, not in my playthrough.
Hey, use the computer. Let's see what happens.
That's too creepy.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
what?
is creepy.
Yeah, that is super creepy.
How is that photo
what.
there?
I'll tell you what, solid photo though. Was that another stretch, Mal?
No, that was deliberate.
Personally, I think it's got a cheesy Instagram filter on it.
Sure.
I wonder what the paper ball says.
Oh yeah, what does the scrunched up paper ball say?
Not yet, you bastard.
Oh, that's so creepy.
What?
Hey, check your
that's
text
crazy.
messages.
If you're reading this, this means you're dead. Mr. Jefferson, XOXO. Okay.
So is this the timeline where like everybody's intentions are like manifest physically?
Oh!
Always take the shot. Find
Whoa.
my cat pics, please. My heart is broken.
Yeah,
Maxine,
dude.
you keep fucking up. How many times does Chloe have to die in front of you? Maybe it would be better to actually, have a life.
Wow, okay. And then take
I like-
a selfie.
I like
You're
take a
running out of
selfie, ho.
choices.
That's
Let's
written
go to
to
the lighthouse,
Maxine,
Max. Why don't you
not
want to kill
Max.
everybody? Why did
So, yeah, check
everybody
your
ever
text
do to you,
messages.
bully?
Go fuck your selfie.
Find my cat pics, please.
Max
My
in
heart
the
is
dark
broken.
room. Max in the dark room. That's
Yeah.
really creepy.
Okay, so let's go to the messages.
Yeah,
Oh, you got a
text from
text from
Pompidou.
Pompidou.
Yeah.
Cool. Maybe he'll add me to his friends list.
This is your old pal Chloe you left in a wheelchair in another reality. Did I thank you before you bailed to a new life? Not only did you blow off my request, you already jumped into another photo. How many fucking times can you abandon me, hippie?
Wow.
If you kill her, the text message is obviously slightly different.
I would assume that it wouldn't exist if she
what,
was dead.
What
Oh, no,
kind of
it's
a
there.
text message does a dead person send?
Yeah, exactly. I would be
So
confused.
it probably says, "Woo."
Good evening, young Max. The squirrels talk to me, but how can you? Samuel has no phone.
Okay, that was
That's
really
very
creepy
good.
because I wasn't expecting that in my head at the time. So, wow.
Do Rachel last. Do Rachel last.
You think? Okay.
Max, I loved your photo shoot with Jefferson. He absolutely captured you. If you want, we can hang out and get high.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's definitely true to character.
The dog.
Bitch, do not mess with Frank or me. You got a snack?
Squirrel! Seriously, I was totally expecting that. I was totally expecting squirrel. Okay, so Rachel is the last one.
Hi, Max. Rachel Amber here. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'll be seeing you soon. Real soon.
You've always been here. Oh yeah, okay,
Yep.
that's a creepy
All right,
town.
leave the art room. This is silly now.
I don't know. Can I leave the art room? Is this real?
Oh, hey, why don't you look
Is
out the
this-
window?
Is this Memorex? I mean,
Is there something out the window this time?
Look at all these dead birds.
Oh yeah, they're on the ground. Yeah.
This can't be real.
What was that? A few years ago, with all the birds dying?
Bird flu?
No, Jesus Christ. No, just leave the room.
Oh no.
wow, somebody took a photo of the lighthouse being disintegrated?
No.
How is that possible?
Rachel didn't deserve any of this.
And is that supposedly him taking a photo of us digging up Rachel's body?
Yep.
Yes, with a weird format.
It's art.
I see you, Max Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
Oh, you'll like this, Black Star.
Oh, please tell me go for the crotch.
about
Go
I
for the
just
crotch.
stab
I
you?
just wanted to know if you'd like to spend the rest of your life in my darkroom. Your purity inspires me so much.
Oh God,
And we could be
sicko.
so
You are so creepy.
Who needs selfies when I can give you portraiture?
There's no way I'm saying that. No way.
What? I love you, Mr. Jefferson.
Go
Are you
for thanks
kidding
for killing
me?
Chloe.
She's giving you live commentary now.
My selfies are shit. Our dark room, and thanks for killing.
I would say my selfies are shit.
What
Well,
kind of?
Good point. They are.
What
That
kind
is
of
definitely
choices are
True,
this?
right?
Oh my God! All right.
My selfies are shit.
I need to be framed by a real artist.
Okay, this
I'm
is
just
way
a
too
poser.
creepy.
Yes.
Do you know one?
You will be posing. For me.
I use Maya.
The angles I want
So
to
horrible.
expose you with to the world. I hope you don't mind needles or duct tape.
Jeez.
What the F?
Can't be real.
What the F, David Blaine?
believe it.
All right, get out of here.
I don't know. Every time I try to leave, reality crashes in again, and it's an
Oh,
alternate.
you'll like this one then.
Okay, now we've got a magical time door directly to the dorm where everyone wants to set it on fire.
I mean, anybody who's played games long enough knows that lots of candles set low against the walls is a bad sign.
Yeah.
So there's Kate leaving.
Was Kate here in your playthrough, Jilly?
Yeah. I'm fairly sure she was.
Yeah, so she's at her own memorial.
Kate? Max, why did you stop me from jumping? What kind of friend are you? You never understood me, or what happened to me. Now my family will never leave me alone, and that means I'll always be alone. Thanks to you.
Kate, that's not true. I've always been your friend.
Okay, we could have some weird alternate temporal collisions here or something, or this is all metaphorical in her head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Better open the door.
This is just
I could jump
self.
too?
This is just self-doubt. I think all of this.
This is
Oh
all
my God,
just-
we're in PT now.
Yeah.
You're not far off, so this is a puzzle.
So I've got to find the real exit.
Yep.
Yeah, go into your room, I believe.
Max? It's 219.
You should know where your room is.
Oh, now I can slightly jog. Okay, I'm hearing something to the left.
Don't do it. Don't go in that door.
Well, you think it's just going to be more crazy go nuts?
No, you go through the same hallway every time, I think.
No,
I screwed this up?
That wasn't
Darn
what
it,
you
I
did.
screwed it up. All right, try someone
Try
else's door.
Victoria, because
Now can I go back?
The dead ones.
Well, look at the map again.
I'm hearing something to my left. I don't know if you guys
Malkovich.
Yeah, exactly. I was waiting for that, you know?
Malkovich.
It seems to be coming from Taylor or Julie. Malkovich! Taylor or Kristen's room.
Is there like a door? What's over in the girls' room?
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
I think you have to go into Victoria's room because Victoria's.
I thought you had to go in.
Oh, key!
That's it.
Actually, you know what's really funny? When you said the girls' room, actually, you know what was the one thing that I thought of? Was a scene from
Smoking in the boys' room by Brownsville Station.
No, that episode of
Grab the
Farscape
key.
where you're in an alternate reality
yeah, and
of
John
all
Crichton
all the
tries to go
places
into the
you
girls' room, yeah.
Yes, where
What
all
are
the
you
places
doing?
you
Grab
go.
the key.
I'm trying to talk while you guys are yakking.
Grab the key first.
No, and the only way out of it was the fact that all of this was taken from your memory, and the only place you hadn't been was in the girls' bathroom. And the moment you do, it breaks the fake reality.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's inventive.
So, well, that's
All
what
right,
made
so
me
now I
think
gotta
when
go
you
to
said
room
go for the
218.
girls' room, I actually should be going for the boys' room because how often do I go in there?
Go to room 218. If you open the door, you're gonna have to do this again.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
But would you have the key?
Probably not.
I don't know. You always have keys. You always have things that you pick up.
18.
Why are you going to 218?
Because that was what was on the.
That was on the key.
Okay, so now you're dressed as Rachel Amber. So go to the map and find Rachel Amber's room. You have to walk into her room. I'm just telling you the puzzle, so we don't waste our time. So go into 224.
224.
Now, some girl called Tara's in your room.
Angel.
Now we're back in time.
After my dad died, you moved.
Now you're Victoria. So you gotta go in Victoria's room.
I love all the stuff on the wall here.
Yes. She does rule.
So
The
221.
designers decided at this point that you hadn't experienced enough different ways of traveling through time. They needed to come up with another mechanic.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the rest of this game, by the way.
It's a little seriously. It's a little
Yes.
jarring. Okay, now I'm myself again.
Now you gotta go through your room. That's a lot of selfies, eh?
Yeah.
So they started off by ripping off Steins Gate, and now they're ripping off Tatami Galaxy.
And there's somehow...
Oh, dude, you see that massive-ass squirrel? Go back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
oh my...
Photo
oh.
time.
Whoa.
I told you, squirrels!
This one is for Samuel.
You thought I was kidding.
I
This may not be able to...
was my first playthrough.
I'm sure Samuel will be delighted with the giant squirrel photos.
I think if you look out the end window here, there's like a whale on the roof or something.
Ooh, with a petunia plant? Petunia plant?
No.
Damn it.
Go in your door.
Oh, Twin Peaks it up!
Yep.
And now we're
exactly what I was about to say. Yep.
Where are the subtitles?
Right.
Yeah, they should have put in backward subtitles. That would have
Yeah,
been neat.
they should have.
No, so she just joined the stream? Oh, it looked like she was moving backwards.
Yeah, I was trying to think, do they play the song backwards as well?
They
I think
do play the song
yeah.
backwards.
So
I
does
just
that
think
mean
this
I'm
is
supposed to be
really clever.
walking backwards?
Go to the bathroom.
How can I go forwards? Oh, Alessa's
cool.
Text is backwards. Yep, the whole dialogue is backwards.
Rickle.
I like that a lot.
I like this whole sequence. I think it's really clever. Like, I know what you're saying about it bringing in all these new mechanics, but I think it makes sense in the end.
Okay.
Oh god, and there's the dough.
Potential
It's the
deer.
Patronus.
Okay.
You gotta go to that moon tab.
Oh, we don't run into a race car.
Oh, fucking hell. This is the worst puzzle in the game. No, it isn't.
Oh,
the one after this is the worst puzzle.
Stealth section.
Yeah, but to be fair, the cool part about this one is you do get to rewind when someone catches you. You rewind so they're not there anymore, and then you walk past them.
Now, you have to die.
Now, somewhere there's a there's a spot I really want you to find in here.
All right, you know what I mean?
So I'm gonna look it up.
As a projection of Max's self-doubt, a lot of these make sense. But this is elevating Jefferson to the level of a supernatural opponent, and I don't think there's any basis or honest reason or justification for that.
So where am I supposed to go?
Well, he just raped her. Or, you know, at least certainly implied to her. You know, if this is all about her self-doubt, he is only there because of what he has done to her, if you see what I mean.
Oh, fruitcakes. I ruined the stream.
Everything I did
You did what?
It's just, don't worry about it.
So you're saying we ruined this run?
No, I ruined it. I ruined my own stream.
Oh.
You will.
Okay, so did he just keep looping around over there? But
Yeah, you want to get to the lighthouse.
What happened to your spark, Max? I thought I could be your professor. For life. I realize now you'll never be an artist. Much less a photographer. Come here, Max. Class is dismissed.
How do we get to the lighthouse? Oh!
I miss those days when you looked at me in class with those wild
I wish I could take control.
I want to be your professor again.
You know when you're like watching an old person try and use their mouse?
Safe in the lighthouse. Maybe I'll wake up.
I like
How
how the
does-
game's like, yeah, you want to go to the lighthouse.
Wait a minute, there's more than one of them. What the heck?
Yes,
You
because
want to
this
go?
is a mental
There's
puzzle.
hundreds of them.
Max!
Okay, run past him. Nope, nope. Run past him.
Now, you have to die.
Okay, I can't go through there.
Okay, wait for him to turn around. Hide behind the door and wait for him to turn around and then run past him.
I loved this maze. I thought it was really fun.
Really? I don't know. This is creeping the hell out of me.
You're awful.
And I don't like the fact that there are multiples of them. That makes no sense to me. That's cheating.
It's in the dark room.
Okay, go.
Go.
No, no.
Is in the dark room. After everything I did for you, and you accuse— Oh, Max! After everything I did for
Max.
Now if you hide behind that wall...
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Dormammu? Dormammu?
Yeah, exactly. only not as entertaining.
I did for you, and you accuse me of making our sweet, naive Kate Marsh cry. Art is supposed to make you cry.
Go.
And you will.
Now this is some Splinter Cell bullshit right here. You gotta hide behind these photos of you in the dark room and not get seen in the light.
Well, see, that's just it. That's why I thought it was like, okay, how am I supposed to get past the lighthouse?
Ooh, that's twisted.
Oh, done that wrong. Go the same way of the...
I'm sorry, I can't
same way
move
of the
faster
light.
than that.
Yes, you can, actually. It said there was a key to move faster.
Yeah, also, you're just literally rewinding him going round in a circle. Like, you don't have to rewind that far.
Will Max Caulfield please come to the dark room immediately? I repeat, wait, Max.
Oh, where'd that light source come from?
From the lighthouse.
It's in the middle of the things that
the
you're
little
walking
lighthouse
around.
in the middle.
Oh, there's something. Okay, no, I didn't see that. I was looking at the lighthouse in the
lighthouse. No,
yeah.
it's a statue. All right, cool.
Okay.
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
It's
Nope.
a statue of... It's
You're going the wrong way. Look, you
Rewind.
might as well, because you've chosen the wrong direction to do
rewinding
this.
and go. Oh, it's taking you back here because...
Okay, good. Now turn
fucked
left.
Enough, Max. You can't go back any further.
You use the right trigger to move faster.
No, yep, keep going. No, you don't need to rewind any further.
And as
Let
soon as
the
it passes
light go
you,
past you
haul
and then
ass.
go.
No, wait, hold on a second. Let's take a breather here for a second. One of them is rotating off to the right. The other one
You do
is...
not need to worry about the lighthouse. The lighthouse is safe. You need to worry about the eyesight of Mr. Jefferson.
Okay, so the guy in the middle is what I'm timing this on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go. With the right trigger.
I am right triggering it, but that's as fast as it goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, now go.
Hold on.
And now you can just walk to the lighthouse.
Yeah, that's super.
Now,
that's
here in this
thrilling for me.
locker section, Warren has a locker, and there's an optional photo, but I really want you guys to see Warren's locker. So I think it's off to the right. Oh yeah, and you have to...
Do I have to avoid Max?
It just, go off to the right somewhere.
Jefferson.
No, well, this is now Nathan.
Yeah.
Hey, babe. Who wants
Go.
to go ape? Go ape, babe.
Go.
You dig
And I
my
think you
wheels,
still have to
Max?
go to the right.
Get in the car. I'll take you for a ride.
I forgot that this was Warren, actually.
Yeah, I can't go that way.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Yeah, that looks like the edge of the space.
Damn it!
Okay, then go forward, and do you see where you can go to the right over there? Where that light is?
Yeah.
A little bit past where the light is? Try that.
White Knight. Give it up.
So one thing you need to kind of think about in this is you cannot lose any of the spatial progress you make, because when you rewind, you stay in place, but the people chasing you move backwards. So you don't need to go backwards after you've rewind.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, go around. Go. Yeah, he didn't see you. Go ahead. Go backwards. Pretty sure you go backwards here to get to Warren.
Samuel wants to...
Go the other backwards.
I'm confused. Am I heading to the lighthouse or not? You guys are terribly
Right now,
confusing to me.
I want to find Warren's locker.
Funk
go
is trying to get
away
you to go
from
to
the
Warren's
lighthouse.
Locker.
I just want to get to the lighthouse.
The game is to get to the lighthouse.
You should see Warren's Locker.
I'll watch somebody else's playthrough. I just want to get out of this.
It's a simple move. All you have to do is go backwards, and you are not in danger when you go into Warren's Locker. You will not lose any space. And this is also the easiest part of the puzzle.
Oh, are you kidding me? I just want this bit to be over. This is just
Go
beyond
to
annoying.
We'll take no extra time.
I know you're totally lying.
I'm not lying. It's very easy, and there's an optional photo there. And if there's an optional photo, you know it's not a dangerous spot.
Get over here! Stop!
Wheelchair and think we're going to accommodate her.
Oh, good. You're back in time anyway.
You just use your power to cheat at life.
Now we got to figure out where you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, go over to where Samuel was. Across the road there. And then once you hit to where Samuel is right now, then turn right.
Fucking ironic that I ended up being right about everything, and you end up destroying the town.
I think.
Do you have a scarf I can borrow, Max?
Yes.
I love Samuel's threatening
I'm completely
dialogue
caught
is-
between 4 separate people, so I don't know what you expect me to do.
Yeah, just once Samuel's not aiming it at you, go ahead and go to the Warren's Locker. It's just forward. You don't have to rewind all the way.
Max.
In fact, you'll get caught.
Max.
You will... You're gonna have to run far to your right now. And wait for him to pass.
Wait, wheelchair and think we're going to accommodate her every whim.
Okay, so you don't always have to rewind to the full
Only
extent
rewind
of your rewind powers.
as far as
yeah.
you
Rewind
can,
is-
as you're not caught.
School up.
Hey, Max. Pretty fucking ironic that I ended up being right about everything, and you end up destroying the town.
And if I was you, I would just head straight to the lighthouse. I wouldn't bother with Warren's
Well, that's what
Locker.
I'm trying to do, but everybody's telling me to do something else, so I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I was literally almost there, so...
Yeah, you were, but that's that is the hard part of the puzzle. This is the easy part. So just go ahead and go to the lighthouse.
She's a bad influence.
Admit it.
And the fact that the light shines on me sometimes and it doesn't work, and sometimes it does, is very, very confusing to me.
If you're in the light cone on the ground, you're in someone's vision.
The fact that even pushing the right trigger, I'm still moving like a slug. So...
Don't worry, don't go back.
The Vortex Club is if a tornado.
Come over here, young Max.
You can get caught there, and then rewind, and then just move forward.
Admit it, Max. You're a stoner, a pothead, a weed junkie.
Yep, that's good.
You thought I was harassing Kate, but I was helping her. What the hell did you do for her?
If you get past this, you won't move it into a checkpoint. Now you have to avoid these people and find 5 bottles.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Jeez.
This is, bar none, the worst part of the game.
Well, we're definitely in the worst part of the game.
I quite enjoyed doing this bit.
You seem to have an understanding of how the rewind mechanic works, though.
Yes!
A fundamental
I wasn't gonna
difference.
say that. So there's one behind him.
That's alright. Blackstone's better than me at a lot of things. I like to think I'm better at playing this game than I've played 4 times in a row. I don't know why. It just so happens. I think you're safe now.
Max.
No, every time I rewind to get away from one person, I'm in the view of somebody else.
Right. Now you're...
Hey, Max.
See? It doesn't matter what I rewind.
Go.
It's like being stuck into 5 flashlights.
It doesn't let you rewind and move at the same time.
No, I know that. But the simple fact is that
Yeah,
the
no,
timing of every time I
It's-
rewind, someone else rewinds to move to be in the view of someone else. So it doesn't matter how many times I rewind.
Watch the guy's pattern.
See, that's just, I don't know the pattern. That's the
Right.
thing.
That's
There's
why you
no
gotta
way,
watch
there's
it.
no way for me to observe the pattern. I'm obstructed by
Yes, you
cars.
You should have watched it.
I should have watched it. No. Oh yeah,
Or
you should have watched somebody else's
who cares?
playthrough.
Walk up right to him.
Yeah, you can walk.
Isn't he gonna see me if I walk up to him?
Yeah,
when he turns
and
his
then
back,
rewind
walk
it.
up straight to him. Yeah, you have all the time in the world.
Go.
There.
Now rewind.
How do I have all
Now
the time in
rewind.
the world? I went
Look,
a foot and a
every time
half.
you get caught, just rewind until you're not in the view, and then go forward.
Go.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
Oh no. Bottles. This might
And there you go. And then you just do that throughout the rest of the stupid
I
ass
love
puzzle.
the fact that they're so self-aware about it.
Yes, that is cool.
Okay, so did I get that bottle or no?
You have, I don't know.
I don't know. It looked.
It
there
doesn't
was a
say
jump
it's in
there.
your inventory.
It's not there.
So let's see. That's just it. It's not in my inventory.
No,
Are they
go
random?
up
Or are
to
they all in the same spot?
They're all in this. They're all in. You're fine. You got that bottle.
Does it exist as an inventory item, or is it just?
It's not an inventory item.
Right.
You just
there
have to
go.
get them.
Yeah, it's just an event that you have to trigger.
Right. Yeah. There you go. Now you're getting annoyed with the.
I'm beyond annoyed with
puzzle.
this.
It's awful.
They've taken a game that I was
move
enjoying
back.
immensely and are gouging out my eyeballs right now.
Once you get through this puzzle, the game becomes, in my opinion, it gets the best part of the game is right after the puzzle.
Okay, see how your instinct there was to turn away? Your instinct should have been to rewind to give yourself more time.
Right.
I know, but see, I'm under the impression the more I rewind, I've only got so many because the moment I do too many, I'm going to go back to the beginning again and lose all my
No, when they
progress.
checkpoint you, it means that you have rewound yourself into an unavoidable loop.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not behaving the way I think it's behaving then.
No.
Right.
Okay, because I got the impression that the more I did it, sooner or later they're going to say, nope, you're doing it too many, you're going back to the beginning.
No.
It's interesting to me though why they would choose to put you through all of this because
I don't get it.
Well,
I've been through enough already.
It doesn't seem to be making you introspective and realizing anything new about yourself or the position of your character. It's not revealing anything.
It's not forwarding the plot.
When did I get bad bottle karma?
I agree. This is meant to show Max's self-doubt, but it could have been done quicker.
Oh, please.
And in a more effective way.
Well,
now, where's the last one?
You'll see it later.
Where's the last one?
Yeah, I also don't see how collecting this bottle is Max overcoming her self-doubt.
It's
I don't see how this is anything.
Especially since.
Okay,
being
was
a
that the
stealth
last
section,
one?
No, you
it's
got
basically
Where?
it's basically about avoidance.
Well, it's about getting past
Where's
your
the last bottle?
self-doubts who are trying to
hold
that
on,
are trying to
I'll
keep you down.
Find out.
Which you do by avoiding confrontation at all costs.
Yes.
Yeah, see, that doesn't. No.
Or ignoring your self-doubts.
Is it in the middle? Where is it?
I don't know,
looking
just go
up.
look around for it. If you stand here, we're definitely making no progress. But if you look around for it, we probably won't make any progress, but you could find it.
I'm just worried about getting into a point where I'm going to have to go all the way back to the beginning.
It saves your bottles. Don't worry about it. It's not like a time checkpoint. It's just a movement checkpoint.
Oh,
There it is.
wait. I think I see
There
it.
is.
Okay, good, because I couldn't find a walkthrough.
Max, you need to get high like Rachel. Want some drugs?
Oh, wait a minute. Are there more than
okay,
five?
there it is.
Last one.
All right, now leave. Oh, that's just the collection of bottles.
As opposed to what?
If you were to have
I need
left
proof that
before you
bottles
got the
were out to get
bottles,
me, just
I
in
don't know what
case.
would happen. You might have not even had to get the bottles. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I've always got the
No, all the
I'm
rage
going to
that I've
reach through the
seen
internet and
about
throttle
this-
you.
No,
No, I
the
don't.
rage
I
I've
don't actually
seen about
think
this
you have to
segment,
get the bottles.
You do have
Okay, am I supposed to be sitting here or no?
Yes, it. I think this part is really cool. And what else? I like the next part when you're walking through your memories.
I'm waiting to find out that this is all a simulation.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this little part.
Oh.
Well, that explains the giant squirrels.
Oh, I'd never thought of that.
Yeah, me either.
Don't you dare question the chef.
Right, like you're the real cook here?
I am when your mom is away.
I'll let her know that.
Hello? Hey, honey. Just making a fabulous breakfast with Chloe and Max. We're all going to work at the Two Winds. What? Oh, I didn't know you had to get groceries. Of course I'll come pick you up. Now I'll have an excuse to get a mocha. Be there shortly. Love you. Excuse me, ladies. I have to go rescue yonder queen at the Save Mart. She doth have many bags of delicious grub for us to feast upon. You are ridiculous. You'll be grateful for that someday. Shit, where are my keys?
That's $1 for the swear jar.
You mean your college fund? Keys, please.
There you are, burning the photo.
Do you guys think it's weird that
Shit, where are those keys?
he swore in front of his kid?
No.
No.
All right.
Why would that be weird?
Parents swear in front of their children all the time.
No, mine don't.
Now lock up
Really?
Play nice. Try not to destroy too much.
My family are Highlanders, and so there are no
Oh, you got a
words
text message from William.
that are off limit.
Beep and A, yeah. I mean, why not?
I hope it says, "Why did you let me die?" Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to remind them that you let me die.
I love that about William.
He's so straightforward.
How
Ooh,
long will this
and some gross texture pop in.
That's very
Halo 2. Oh, I hate this part.
I think you'd be perfect for my new photo series.
Oh,
on
I'm like
retro
disgusted.
You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber, but not.
Okay, I'm never going to be able to look at photographers without thinking that they're creepy psychos.
Oh, Christ, I know.
You didn't
And
think
she
that already?
never shuts up, does she?
I'm so over her hipster bullshit.
I think the thing that really creeps me out about this is that it feels very possible.
That a timeline could have gone this bad.
Yeah.
Over Max's shit.
She's sure the hell not into me at all. Who cares?
I guess we're not her type. Like Max has a fucking type.
I wonder if this would have played out
does.
different if you kissed
She's into
Warren.
Mr. Jefferson. Now come here.
That's gross.
Okay.
Yeah,
God
we
damn,
didn't
you're
need to
a
see that.
sexy bitch. Why hang out with Max, huh?
Boredom. Plus, she's like my personal puppet.
Yep.
I hear that.
That I
Right,
believe.
so these are all of Max's self
fears.
doubts
Yeah.
and fears,
Yeah.
right?
They're all made manifest. Yeah, no, I got the metaphor. It's just they're
Which
really
basically
dragging
lines
it
up
out.
to jealous
See,
of
this is how you
Chloe.
bust a move.
Okay.
No mosh pit for you,
Eh.
Shaka Bra. Damn, Victoria.
Girls are icky.
You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us
I
so
love your
long to hook up.
tats.
That could just be like a
Why did you
sort
get
of
rewind powers?
East American
You don't
accent,
even
though,
know how to
right?
use them.
Tats could
Rachel's
certainly be
dead
something else.
and you're still alive. Life
No.
is so not
I love your tats.
I wish you would have never come back.
That
I know what that
would
sounds like
only
to me.
mean
You
tattoo.
are the real Storm.
Oh no, she didn't.
Oh, this fucking puzzle. Jesus Christ. Shoot me now.
Remember
Oh,
this.
please. It can't be any worse than this stupid
This
other
one took me way longer than the last one, the first time
Seriously?
I played through.
I don't
yeah,
remember
it's
this.
easy. Go ahead. Try and leave. Go ahead.
Well, I have a feeling I'm probably not going to be able to leave until I either find something or do something.
Remember,
No,
you
you
always
have
have
to
to
leave-
try first,
you have to
and
leave
then
first
realize
and
that you
then
need
get
to
the
solve a
puzzle.
puzzle.
That's how the game
so
works.
Grateful
Bad
this
design.
is the last digicode.
Yes. It doesn't matter what you put.
No.
Try 9571.
It's 4
No, it
digits.
didn't
Are
work.
we?
Okay,
Are we
now
supposed-
you gotta try all those codes.
Numbers
No,
are all over the place.
Do you want to know the
How
answer?
am I the
Because
right
it's quite
Yes.
obvious.
Well, look, it wasn't obvious to me. Look in the mirror.
It's
There's one
extremely
code in the mirror.
obvious.
It took me so long. Look around. Look around the room using the mirror. See, there's only one code written in there.
Oh yeah, so there's only one.
0311. I'm telling you,
I
that
can't believe that
was
took you so long.
45 minutes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
and-
even remember this
What,
puzzle because
what did
that
you
was so
spend that
easy.
time doing?
Looking it up on GameFAQs.
What?
Like,
Get out of
I
here.
couldn't figure that out
I was
on
going
my
to say,
own.
I mean, like, I could believe you were trying all the other numbers, but I would have said that, you know, even if you didn't notice what was going on in the mirror, the sheer number of numbers on the wall would convince you it was not worth doing.
It could have been worse. It could have been the same codes that the U.S. military has been using since the 60s for the deployment of their nuclear arsenal. You know what it is?
0000.
8 zeros.
Oh, it's 8 digits.
Are you right there, Funk?
I think he's dying.
Security. This is a good payoff moment.
I guess I'll never dance again.
It just amuses me as Funk dies quietly in the background.
Okay, so as Funk dies in the stream, let's see. Yeah, we've got the entire
Yes,
town
it
here.
Listen to the people talk as you walk past them, and they kind of talk about how you've treated
I was
them.
happy
Yep.
to be your friend.
Now I'll die.
Why do you want all your friends to die?
Like a daughter.
Yeah, I think the payoff here would be for a more leisurely playthrough of the game where you talk
no.
to everybody.
Actually,
No?
No. Listen
Huh.
just for a moment.
I'm dead.
Don't
How
let me
can you
die
let
like
all
this.
these other people get wiped
I'm
out?
still a teenager.
They don't deserve that.
Don't let the squirrels die.
Oh, Samuel.
Wow. Don't
I didn't
let
hear
the
what he
squir-
said.
He said,
What did he
"Don't
say?
let the squirrels die."
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember
So
that.
they're all saying to you, please don't let us die. We've got so much to live for.
Even if I'm dead, how can you let all these other
You really
people get
don't,
wiped
and a lot
out?
of you are jerks.
They don't deserve
Actually, you know what's really funny? I was really expecting to hear what the cockroach wanted to say,
How can you let all
because
these other
this is
people
where
get
he
wiped
was on the
out?
jukebox.
They don't deserve that.
Why don't you go sit down next to yourself?
Don't kill
Yeah.
me so
What
we
exactly
can
was the
finally
point
have
of
our
saving me
tea
if you're
session?
gonna let me die?
This is
Who are
great.
you?
Easily
shit, are
my
you
my
serial?
actual favorite part
I'm
of the
you,
game.
dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind. Can you get me out of here? Oh, so you want help? Thought you could control everybody and everything, huh? Twist time around your fingers? I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular. And once you
What?
got these amazing powers, your big plan was to trick people into thinking you give a rat's ass.
Yeah, Evil Max is dead on.
Yep.
Oh, based on what you've been saying
I was trying to
the whole
make
time
friends.
about
By telling people what they want to hear,
being shifty.
you were just looking for a shortcut because you can't make friends on your own.
Yep.
That's not true. I have great friends.
You have great
And I've
friends.
used
Yeah,
my
all right.
powers for good.
I thought it was I saw a girl got shot in the bathroom, and
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
wanted to
want her to
stop it.
die.
Exactly, yeah.
You've left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch.
Kinda
Down
is.
to the
Gender problems there.
Don't play God. It's like,
What about
but
the crack
girl
that
in a
was your
bathroom.
fault? Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that?
Should have just walked out of the bathroom and said, "Shit happens, yo."
Select Destiny. Say we need to go to the farm in about 40 minutes.
No, it's gonna
Yeah.
be
Keeping
death
that for me, Destiny.
Destiny.
Speaking of which,
Alright.
yeah, is anybody keeping
Yep.
an eye on the clock?
Yes, 35
Yeah,
minutes.
we got time.
Okay,
Hey, you
we
know
got
what?
time.
If we do this right, we'll end the game and then we can talk about what we thought about the ending
Yes.
while we're in the farm
That would
on
be
the same
nice.
stream.
That would be nice.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
We could talk about it here over the credits, but once we're actually at the farm, I mean, who's going to want to watch this do Destiny of the Farm? Were you talking about Life is Strange? What the hell?
Yeah, also, I have no interest in being there whatsoever, so
Yep.
just get in there.
That's why we're
Okay.
gonna drag you in. Okay, so my best friend, we all are, or Destiny.
So it's up to you.
I'm inclining towards my best friend.
Of course. She's my best friend. Oh yeah, you ignored your best friend for 5 years while she went through hell.
Yeah.
Some friend.
Excellent
Chloe does a
point.
better job of guilt tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you. It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
I thought it was called
But you
bullying.
didn't do that homework. So you have to learn the hard way.
So that's not how this,
Like
the
Rachel.
Stockholm Syndrome
Just
works,
shut
though.
up. You're not scaring me anymore. I'd be more worried about Chloe killing us than Jefferson.
Yeah, that would
me
mean
too.
that.
Yeah,
that would
that
mean
I would
that
agree
Chloe
with.
kidnapped us.
That she respects
so-
us in any
Well, I think it's more of like leading down the
Man, you are
primrose path
so
to your demise.
I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy. Oh hell, speak of the devil.
Chloe's so cool.
Dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't. There's no way you can break up our team. This is reality. After 5 years, you're still Max Caulfield.
It's a hyper cool
I'm seriously
transition.
glad to see you.
Welcome home, Max. Fasten your seatbelt.
Now you walk through this little thing of your memories with Chloe. There's a path somewhere. And it lights up. Yeah, there you go.
I know it was your birthday last month.
I
was
think
my
this
real
is so
father's
cool,
camera.
man.
I want you to have it. Yes, this song fucking rules. Can't dance, hippie? Come on. Rock out, girl. Yo, turn it off. Turn it off. You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like
destiny.
If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel. I miss her, Max. Let's talk about
Yeah, didn't Rachel say I'll be seeing you soon, like a couple of hours ago?
Yeah.
Only if you think that it was anything other than Max's bad dream.
Oh.
And also, maybe Rachel Amber is, she subscribes to the Jesus theory of soon, which is within 2,500 years.
Max, do you know how awesome this is? I get my best friend back, and she's also supersized.
I guess I'm still struggling with the idea that given that this fictional world contains time travel and possibly alternate realities, that how much of we're seeing is supposed to be an actual physical phenomenon, and how much of this is just supposed to be
Is in her head.
an unconscious Max manifesting various parts of her own psychology using the alternate dimensions as a metaphor.
As long as you're my type.
I think it's entirely the second
I might
one,
get on the other side of that
but
door
that's
before
just
you,
me.
Lupin.
The race is on. See you soon.
I also think a lot of it is metaphysical, actually.
Max, you
But
better come check out these files.
It's not a drawing.
I don't want to say too much yet.
Rachel in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it. No, you are
I'm ready
not
to
taking the cozy.
meet Rachel and have her say that sometimes her arms bend back.
Why, look, an otter in my water. Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially
Weird.
you. I can already tell. You're not so chicken shit anymore.
Thanks, girlfriend.
And you make me
Let's call it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get out.
I like the water
Cute
effect
with
they
your
put
hair
on it.
soaked in chemicals.
Yeah.
Hide! Hide! You can't go back to your dorm now. You're a Blackwell fugitive. Crash at photobomb.
Photo hog.
I think you're cutting those off a little early.
Oh, am I?
Eh.
We left a skid mark.
Yeah, I think they're supposed to end, and when they end, the light will go off.
Hang out all morning like we used to.
Just think the light
Maybe we
goes
should get out,
off,
but I
but
have
I
to
think the
back up
dialogue
soon.
certainly stops.
I was gonna say you could just look
I think
back.
it loops at some point.
Yeah, so
but,
that one's ended.
That's done, yeah.
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
Sorry, not that easy.
Oh, like I am? Just admit that you already macked on me, then used your rewind. Now I can text Warren that you're saving yourself all for him.
You're such a dork.
Maybe Warren said, "Hey, Chloe,
Oh, we could cruise
why don't you
everywhere
check
with
if
that
Max
boy."
is into
See us
girls?"
heading down the coast to Big
And then
Sur
that's why
beyond.
she texted him.
Because Chloe is the kind of person to do favors for people.
It makes me ill that
Maybe
Rachel
she
chose
likes
this for
Warren.
Frank. I wrote him love letters. I can't believe she was banging
That's
Frank.
less believable than the
Yeah,
alternative.
no, I agree.
Why didn't she say anything?
I'm
You're just
grafting into
frantically
Steros.
holding on to your pet theory.
She wasn't much of a friend, huh?
No, it's not a pet
She's another person who shits all over me. Why does everybody in my life let me down? My dad gets killed, you bail on me for years. My mother gloms onto stepfucker. Now Rachel betrays me.
Honey, you need to get over yourself.
Not until I see it
Well,
first.
maybe she should be in here then.
Dude,
I'm wondering if that's how it's going to end.
Cool. Max, you are being so fucking strange. You feel okay? Chloe.
Life is strange too. Chloe gets over herself.
No, I'm wondering if the way it's going to end is that she's going to give the powers to her.
No.
And yeah, exactly.
Back it
And that's how it ends. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think so.
Could you imagine giving somebody like Chloe access to that kind of power?
No.
To
So-
time and space.
And we already know that they do a prequel. It's about Chloe, and there are no powers. So.
Really? I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
I still want to laugh
It's a
and
prequel.
talk shit with my best friend.
Yep.
Can we stop? This is seriously the best view of the sunset. What do photographers call that?
The golden hour.
Whoa, awesome picture. We look so
Just
badass
skip
in
past
the
this.
pirate gear.
I don't want the feelings.
We should have taken over Arcadia
Get
Bay
outta
if we
here.
had the chance.
So
What are you
just
doing?
Listen, Max.
I don't want
No,
to be
don't.
I don't want to be obvious, but because there is narration and you're playing along and streaming at the same time, you might not have quite picked up on it. But we've just had a big scene where you've seen everybody in the town talking about their lives and things like that, juxtaposed with this scene of
Right,
reality
so-
of their relationship.
Right. So the whole thing is leading up to Chloe or everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
I figured there's going to be an either or.
It's the trolley problem.
Yeah.
That being with you again has been so special.
Yeah.
I just wanted to feel like when we were kids.
Oh my
we were
god,
on
just skip
Arcadia
this part.
Bay, everything
Sick.
So wait, does it literally come down to using time control causes problems, so don't do it. Go back to the first day and let Chloe get shot because that's what happens?
You have correctly assessed how the game works.
Chloe, you're back.
These devs can F right off.
He wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with other victims. Victoria has to be next. Nathan must be planning to dose her tonight at the Vortex Club party.
Fatalistic jerks.
This can't be real. These are all.
I've got so much to say.
The junkyard. Rachel.
The status quo doesn't need as many defenders as it has. Let's put it that way.
I'm sorry, Chloe. I'm so sorry. I loved her so much. How can she be dead? What kind of world does this?
Maybe Marlon Brando appears to her in the bathroom and says that it's forbidden to tamper with human history.
Come on, Max. We're almost there. Please wake up. Max, come on now. Don't worry. We'll be okay.
The text was glitching there.
Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe,
Something.
I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you ever do that again, okay?
I swear.
Don't worry about it.
But that nightmare was so real. Was so horrible.
Got that right.
Yo, you have no idea.
Chloe, it was terrible. There was a forced stealth section and bottles. Oh my
Please, Chloe, you just had to see it. I had to control it.
This is my storm. I caused this.
How?
You are objectively wrong,
I changed
Max.
destiny so much that
No, you did not.
Alter the course of everything. All I really created was just death and destruction.
No, you saved everybody.
Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen.
And
All of
Kate.
this did.
And Victoria.
Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing.
Max, never Maxine.
Yeah, she was only called that in one of the alternates.
It's probably her real name, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Max. This is the only way.
No.
I feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
No.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Wait a minute. Why? So.
Yeah, I'm confused. Why is that the only way?
Okay, so Chloe
You
thinks...
could use that photo.
Well, there you go.
To change everything right back to when you took that picture. All that would take is for me to...
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are
Also,
all
that
matters to me.
doesn't help Kate, and it
know.
doesn't help Amber, and it
You
doesn't
prove
help
that over and
Victoria.
over again.
It doesn't catch Jefferson.
Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish.
Theoretically, if you go back in time, let her die, you can
Look what
still
she had
save
to
all
give
those
up and
people.
live through. And
Which
she
you
did.
still
She
did
deserves
still
so
did
much
as a
more than to
result
be
of
killed
your
by a
Right.
storm in a fucking diner.
But I would argue
Father
that the
deserves
point
her
the alternative Max was
There's
trying to
so
make
many
in the
more people in
diner
Arcadia
was
Bay who should live.
Max never
Way
tried
more
to get
than
to
me.
know anyone. She was
Say that.
too. She never took opportunities that were given to her.
You're not
It
training
was
me.
only when she could do that
Maybe
safely
you've just
with
been
her
delaying
rewind
my
power
real
that she
destiny.
actually took the time
Look at how many
to get to
times
know
I've
anyone.
almost died or actually died around you. Look at what's happened in Arcadia Bay ever since you first saved me.
Once we get the choice,
I know I've been
Jilly, you should make your case. I'll make my case.
Okay.
Everyone will decide that I'm correct. And then
Max, you
we'll
finally
go.
came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
And now I'm gonna jump off a cliff.
I can't make this choice. No, Max. You're the only one who can.
Because no one has a controller for me, so yeah. It's all on you,
This is
girl.
not a co-op game.
Alright,
Okay.
so
Wow.
shall I
Okay,
give
so
my...
well, hold on. So this is it, right? This is
This
the
is it,
proverbial
This is
it. This
the
is
choice.
The choice.
Cannot rewind. Okay.
Okay, so sacrificing Chloe or sacrifice Arcadia Bay.
And I think Funk's idea was right. I think Funk and I should both make our case for what we would like you to do, and then
Yes,
you
please.
can sort of decide. So shall I go first?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Gather round, naughty children, it's discourse time. So, I think this is a game fundamentally about loss and how you cope with grief over losing somebody or something. And Chloe is somebody who has never been able to properly get over her grief of losing her dad. She's allowed it to consume her. Max is terrified of losing things. She refuses to put herself out there because she doesn't want to lose any sort of status and things like that. When she gets the ability to rewind time, she rips the world apart trying to control or trying to stop loss. And I think the whole point of this game is saying, look, shit happens, you will do things, you will fuck up, you will possibly piss people off in conversation, but if you try to control every little thing, you will rip the world apart. You sometimes just have to accept that bad stuff happens and move
Citation
on.
needed.
Okay.
So that's my theory, and I totally get what Narc says about, you know, the sort of the more fatalistic elements of it, but I actually think this game tries to be very optimistic in the way it says that. So yeah, but a lot of that is also coming from my experience and understanding of their previous game, Remember Me, as well. I think the two games fit really well together. Okay, that's my case.
Okay, my case is there is a fundamental flaw in that reasoning. Max saw the tornado before she got rewind powers and before she saved Chloe. The tornado was gonna happen anyway. So what she did in this life, or in this timeline, is she saved Chloe, her best friend, and she saved a whole bunch of people in Arcadia Bay. And also, since when does a tornado actually kill a whole town? You know what I mean? So, basically, that's my argument. There's no relation whatsoever between them, and everything will be fine.
That's mostly an idea that the devs have improperly expressed their intent. Not that the game actually represents another set of intentions. I think Jilly is probably right in terms of what they were going for was this idea of coping with bad outcomes.
I will agree with you there. And also, if I'll tell you what happens on the ending that you don't pick, and it's very clear that the developers definitely want you to kill Chloe.
Yeah.
They definitely want you to kill Chloe, but they're wrong. And they should feel bad about it.
I don't want these devs to get anything that they want. I guess
we should not reward bad behavior. Is that what you're saying?
Sort of. I don't. Put it this way: if I were to choose, it would be to sacrifice the Arcadia Bay. And it's not because I want that option. It's because I reject the worldview that the devs are presenting.
Exactly.
That's my problem. Which is they're basically saying, here you can have a superpower, but you should never use it because it's wrong.
See, I think you're taking that too literally. I think the sci-fi element in this game is totally metaphysical. It's the storm is metaphysical, the rewind tower is metaphysical.
Then they shouldn't have used it, and the fact that they're choosing to do the prequel without it means that they've acknowledged that.
Yeah, I think so. And I also actually think the whole Jefferson storyline is a red herring, because the Jefferson storyline, I think, it's a really dark and emotional thing to play through, and the fact that it actually doesn't come to anything in this final choice
that's very exploitative, if true.
It's very problematic for me.
There are many things that are either emotionally manipulative or exploitative throughout the entire series. You know, I mean, in each case, they're pulling on your heartstrings, both emotionally, both not only with the main fixing of Chloe ever since that first moment. And I think that's where the developers were kind of pushing this. The whole butterfly metaphor at the beginning and here now in the picture, the whole butterfly effect is that the moment that you change something, it will end up changing in unpredictable ways. It's that whole theory of the single stone in a pond causing ripples far-reaching on different shores that you will never know what happens. And this is a glimpse into what will happen and how the dominoes will fall in unpredictable ways, where you're constantly trying to fix a fix you made of a fix you made of a fix you made over and over again. And they're basically bringing you back to the beginning, where now here's that photo where you could either save Chloe or save the town. And what would you choose?
See, I think this is one of the game's mistakes, and it's not a perfect game by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh God, no! That bottle sequence.
That irks me too, because they obviously know it's crap. They put it in the game anyway.
Oh, constantly.
You don't have to pick up the bottles in that final sequence. I'm sure you can just run past them. You just have to get to the lighthouse. But anyway,
I would certainly hope so.
The point is that it's not actually about that sci-fi concept of how many things can you change. Instead, it's about, what does trauma do to a person mentally? How does it tear them up inside? And I think what they were trying to do with Jefferson's story, I don't think they do it very well, but I think what they were trying to do was coming back to that idea of, okay, when you lose that innocence of saying, I really want to do this perfectly, and then just say, do you know what, shit happens, then that is an interesting moment. And
they're
that's
playing
what the game is trying to say.
They're playing on you
perfectly.
No, and they are playing on your emotions. There's a giant emotional dynamic to this because, and I think easily because the character's all female. I think this game would be very, very different if, say, we were playing Warren. You know, I think that the whole
Just sit alone in your room masturbating.
Exactly. I mean, you wouldn't have gone anywhere. You would have gotten into a fight. You would have been hitting on Chloe and trying to be cool, making your explosions in the lab. It would be definitely a different game if this was a male protagonist. So the real question, as far as the emotional flavor of it, I think that's. It is definitely a lot of it. It's permeating throughout all your decision making and all the circumstances that they set up. But the sci-fi aspect of it is the foundation, is the core. This is the framework of how this is going to work, and the emotional.
But I don't think it was supposed to be.
Well, I think it would had to be, because without it, you know how would all of these circumstances have even come about? How would you have been able to do it without it?
Yeah, I think when they threw in the butterfly, when they started sort of trying to put some of the sci-fi stuff onto it, and having the Warren character talk about chaos theory and things like that, I think they kind of made a bit of a misstep, because I think this works better if you don't view it as a science fiction story and view it as a fantasy story, where things happen because of emotions rather than because of cause and effect.
Well, that's because you're a
girl. I think you're right.
I
think you're right, but the game goes in two directions at the same time. So, you know, the whole point, almost every major part of this story, up until this final part, hinges on you saving Chloe's life. And they give you this sci-fi thing
well, that's the main
to
motivator,
save Chloe's life. But at the same time, what you're saying holds true. And there's this opposite thread where it's like, be okay with people dying and get over your not get over. There's a whole opposite thread. The game's smashing into itself.
Yes, I agree.
Well, to be honest, I think maybe those juxtapositions, they're doing that on purpose. They're putting those two in Thunderdome and seeing who's going to fight.
I don't think they're that crafty. I don't
they're
that skilled with a narrative, to be honest with you.
No.
I think it was a mistake on their part.
How crafty it is to throw, two cats in a box and see who's going to fight it out. I want to know what Mal thinks.
I think they wanted the gameplay mechanic, and that's what drove the addition of all of this.
That's a very reasonable assumption.
Because without it, it's a walking simulator without
that needs a speed up mechanic. Oh my god, the walking simulator is just it's just so frustrating on so many levels. Mal,
Okay,
what do you think? We haven't heard from Mal yet.
I'm much more inclined to take it as a whole, the whole metaphysical thing in general, in that a lot of this is like I've always struggled actually to take the storm as like a literal thing, even though like they're showing it to us.
Right.
So I don't know. I can certainly see the points that that Funk and Jillian made. I'm more inclined to lean towards Jilly's, the initial points that she had made on it. But I
score one for me.
How dare you?
I do feel like, and I don't know if I think it's probably highlights a weakness on the part of the devs more than anything else, because I think that the medium can succeed at it, but I think the implementation was a little bit clunky.
So it was just the execution, you think?
Yeah, I really do.
But then why have the option?
Okay.
Bad design decision.
Well, the question is, was there really an option? Was there an option to ignore a lot of the mechanics that they had set in front of you and just continue on with it as if it didn't exist, as if you didn't have those choices? And there were a bunch of situations where I think you could not bother, but I think a lot of it they force you, or they back you in a corner where you have to use this mechanic. You have to do it. There's no way around it.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. I feel like they've shoehorned a lot of the experience in the best way that they can, best in quotation marks, in the best way that they can be given. Like, oh, you're right before the montage of all the moments that you have with of all the little vignettes of your relationship with Chloe. I was like, yeah, but that moment, the moment prior to that, I was like, well, if you didn't really feel any kind of close attachment to Chloe, if you didn't really feel particularly moved by her character, then your choice would kind of be obvious, and then they put you through this entire sequence of, hey, these are all the things that were meaningful about your relationship with Chloe, just in case you forgot.
Right.
And
no, they parade you through it all.
Really trying to sway you in a particular direction. Right.
Total.
Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
again, there are a lot of manipulations in trying to push the character in certain decision-making situations. So right now...
Narc was trying to say something.
Yeah.
He always is. Yes, go ahead.
The problem I have with taking the concept of coping with loss and moving it as the central theme of this is that when Max enters the narrative, that is not happening. She is not. I think that would have made a lot of sense if
you had lost her outright.
No. If Chloe was the protagonist, and that if the ultimate decision was a decision about self-sacrifice.
Right.
But Max is not suffering or coping with or dealing with loss in any meaningful way. And when the first choice is presented to her, which mirrors this one, because it's basically a choice of, do you use some extraordinary means to deny this bad thing which has happened, or do you accept it and move on?
Right.
You're not suffering with loss, and it seems obvious at that moment, as it seemed obvious to Max, that you should attempt to undo this, and then that follows into this chain where it appears you're trying to solve problems and trying to improve the world, and of course, as you make these choices, you see that some things you've chosen have negative effects, and it seems to me what they've rolled that up to here is that no, you should always keep your choices within certain bounds, and you should choose to accept things rather than change them. Instead of saying, you should use this to try and make the best choice you can the first time, because you actually only get, outside of video games, you only get the one choice. So for me, this doesn't look like accepting loss or denying it. It looks to me like it's reversed. What I see in the Sacrifice Arcadia Bay is accept the consequences of the series of choices you've made, some of which worked out well because you were able to save some people, and some of them didn't. It turns out Chloe is more important to you than the average person, so more of those choices were motivated by saving her, but we also did have the subplot where Jefferson was a creepy guy preying on people, and you did cope with that. So for me, the sacrifice Chloe option is the pretend none of this ever happened. Go back and negate everything you've done, every choice you've made except the first one. And I find myself unwilling to accept that.
Now, I think that's a fair comment. The only final thing I'll say on this is Don't Nod's second game they've ever done, and I don't think they are quite mature enough to tell the kind of stories that they want to be telling.
Well, they're in their 50s, aren't they? I mean, how old are they?
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
I think as a studio, they haven't got the experience yet
perhaps, Gotcha.
to be telling the kind of stories. I think there are lots of things, and this is kind of one of the reasons when we played Mass Effect Andromeda,
and this is far deeper than that or the original Destiny.
Yeah, but I actually thought it was quite an interesting game to follow on from Mass Effect Andromeda because, BioWare, extremely experienced studio, even if that team wasn't very experienced, has a lot of ability to tell very deep storytelling in games, a very flawed game, and didn't pull me in. This, inexperienced studio, a very short game, very flawed still, totally pulled me in, and I was willing to overlook a lot of the game's flaws for what it was trying to say. And that's the final thing I will say about it.
I will definitely agree on the pulling aspect of it, because for me, this definitely drew me in far deeper and held my attention and interest and emotional investment far greater than I ever expected. And for me, I'd call that not only a success, but I'm very, very glad that I played this. I really, really am. I will say that my least favorite part is the last damn part with the stupid wandering around on the bottle things and whatnot. That literally almost derailed the entire experience. And if there was a mod that someone could put in that allowed to skip and or remove that, I would install that without hesitation. Now, as far as the whole scope of the entire game, and where we are now, this is one of those red light, green light, red pill, blue pill, needs of the many versus needs of the few.
Don't take the red
do
pill.
I go for the selfish choice, which is save my friend, or do I go for the generous, unselfish one, which is save all of the people in town, many of which who I either don't know as well or would say that I love, but there are more of them and those lives matter too. It's that whole dichotomy and the whole single stone, how your entire existence can affect so many at the single drop of a pebble. And I think when she comes to this choice, I think instinctively the example of her confronting herself from a different point of view is saying, you made a mistake, you did this wrong, and now you this is the one chance to fix it, because your instinct to save your friend, all those consequences throughout, and the resets and the constant resets and the constant resets, that was the wrong thing to do.
So that's why they have the whole scene in the diner.
Right, exactly. So they're trying to explain to you that, you know what,
Shame,
your instinct to
shame.
save your friend, this is what happened. And the same thing with the whole Donnie Darko thing, you know? I mean, the whole thing was coming to terms with, you know what, the world is actually a better place if you let the engine drop on your head. So this thing, I think the developers want me to save Arcadia Bay. And, of course, character-wise, and especially with the emotional investment, the way that they take you by your hand throughout the entire game to say, this is you and Chloe's relationship. Do you want to save her or you should save her? That's what a lot of the players, I think, instinctively would go for if they had the emotional attachment to it.
If they wanted you to save Arcadia Bay, they shouldn't have filled it full of jerks.
Well, absolutely. But you know what?
By the way, the bottles were only for an optional photo. You did not actually make it.
No, I totally.
I just looked it up.
I totally realized that when Funk made me want to go do those, because I know he didn't want to lose the opportunity to troll me, and that's also why he wanted me to go to that stupid locker
we
too.
saw him lined up. And then when I said, "Oh wait, we may have not had to do that,"
that's
when
yes.
the penny dropped for me.
And
I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh, well, that's me giving you too much credit then, because knowing you, I figured out this is exactly what he wanted. He wanted me to suffer through that. But anyway, okay. So the final decision. This is the one.
I want to clarify something real quick before you make the choice. So, am I correct in understanding that regardless of the choice you pick here, the whole plot with the Vortex Club and Jefferson is basically going to be immaterial because that's not what the game is about overall?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I have such a hard time with that. But okay.
I agree.
Fair enough.
I agree.
Fair enough. Okay, I mean, like,
is it too big of a red herring? Is that it?
I think it's too big of a red herring to spend too much time in personal discomfort and emotional investment and seeking out justice for several other characters and trying to make sure that the stepdad doesn't get shot, and there's way too much effort goes into that for it to be a red herring and not have your audience feel robbed.
I think from the developer's perspective, though, or from the game player's viewpoint, that would probably have to be perceived as depth. They put it in there because they wanted to have something substantive. They wanted to have a range of things.
Game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have to.
I understand why it's there, but I totally understand why you think it's too much. Because then it just becomes a level of degrees. Because without the things that are substantive as much as they are, they just feel like a drive-by. They just feel like saving Alyssa. You know, it's like it's casual. It's there. You can walk by. It's there. It's not. It doesn't impact you or mean anything.
Right.
Whereas the other ones do. And as you're going along, I mean, this is also a mystery. So without those red herrings or those false paths, it wouldn't feel as deep. I think it would feel linear. I think it would feel like your focus might have been on rails this whole time. And I haven't felt that way. I've been going through this whole thing really confused about where this is going or what choices, not only, you know, and I really shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do it from the perspective of choices I should make, because it's far more entertaining, I think, to go through with the choices that you would make if you were actually in this person's shoes, which is why right now I'm going to choose this.
Whoa.
Good move.
Max.
Whoa.
Now, I want to say two short sentences. The first one is, if I could, when my best friend died, if I could go back in time and destroy a city to save him on a personal level, I absolutely would. And secondly, fuck the developers, they're wrong about the game. There you go. I agree with you, Blackstar.
Besides, it's only a small town, you know. I mean, it wasn't like they could have done it to San Francisco, right? But no.
Yeah, that's a good point. I probably wouldn't sacrifice a large city to save my best friend.
And then we're going to sit here and watch the world end.
This joint? For sure.
Fair enough. Fight Club ending.
Yeah, I was going to say, where's the Pixie song?
So, do you know what's kind of slightly interesting is when Funk and I had first talked about this, I actually forgot that I also had a friend die in childhood. And just when you said that there, it suddenly reminded me, and I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
we weren't so close, but
I don't know.
I don't know. I think I have a very utilitarian framework, being a dirty socialist. So, to me, it's never the right choice to choose an individual over a group. No matter how you personally feel
totally
about
wrong.
it.
It's totally wrong. And in any other circumstances, I would completely choose the opposite.
Oh, he's doing it out of spite.
Totally.
Which is a great way to go through life.
I don't know.
So,
I mean, hey, look at the title of the game.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, they made me feel invested in doing anything and everything to save this girl. And if I didn't, it would make everything that I've done up until now meaningless.
That's my feeling. She died before.
And to save Victoria, and I mean, heck, at some point I even thought maybe you could even save Rachel Amber. There would be some photo you could go into and you could dig back and you could save her too. I was kind of disappointed there wasn't a way to do that, but
yeah, I know what you mean, right? I thought about that too. There's so many of these photos of her.
Okay.
PC Gamer in the chat says that's the choice I made too.
Do the deer show up no matter what?
No, this cutscene, which is only about 45 seconds long, only happens if you save Chloe. If you don't save Chloe, you get like a 7-minute long cutscene showing how everyone's doing in the city, and then there's a funeral. You're at Chloe's funeral, and there's a butterfly on her casket and stuff. It's very touching. It makes you feel like you've made the correct choice. However, this, you see the devastation of the city. You see Max's sullen face.
Right.
And you're driving outside of town. And then, and then I believe Chloe said she wanted like everyone in the city to die, and she wanted to leave the city and stuff.
Yeah.
Look, that guy's taking a nap.
There somewhere.
And now you're upset about it?
No. I think that so in the other cutscene, do you see the Patronus deer?
No.
Yeah.
No, because there's no driving through the town. It is a totally different.
Right. Okay, then that makes me feel like the right decision was made.
Yeah, they're definitely going for a graduate ending here, I think.
Yeah,
I think it's better than the graduate ending.
No, I'm actually I'm not left wanting at all.
No, I don't think that's the graduate ending at all. The graduate ending is we fucked up. That is we're totally fine with what we've done.
And Mal, I actually feel the same way as you. I think good. I am not left wanting with that ending. But then when you see how much work they put into the other ending, then you're just like, what are these?
Sure.
Well, see, that's what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to go through that and realize that of all the things I was trying to do, not only was it the wrong thing to do, it was futile, and you should be thinking about more than just your wants and your needs. You should be thinking about the town. It's more important. There are more people's lives and things like that.
Right. Yeah, let's be altruistic. I totally get it.
Yep, and I know that's what they wanted me to do. And you know what? I'm not gonna.
But
And
you know what?
in any
That's
other
what they wanted
circumstances,
you to
if that
do.
was really happening, I would totally save the town. I would totally sacrifice my friend. I would, simply because that's real. Whereas
Sure.
this, I
Sure.
know isn't.
I
And-
totally understand and appreciate that viewpoint. Where
You
does
are.
the deer
You
come
guys
in?
are so different from me.
I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it on the deer because that's another red herring that is embedded within the entire thing. If
Yeah.
this is not the real ending.
Yep.
So, going through this game this billionth time, what has changed for me in this game is I now accept that Chloe may be into girls.
Oh, then please.
Oh well.
That whole walkthrough. Oh my god! After the third scene, it's like, oh my god, Jilly's right. She totally wants to bang her.
Jilly may be right.
All worth it,
Thank
Funk.
you, thank you.
All worth it.
Just for that.
In turn, I accept that, I accept what you're saying about fuck fate and fuck Chloe in another way. I accept that as well. Although I don't find that ending narratively satisfying, but I get what you're saying.
Well, I feel like it prioritized or it.
Oh look, they put in the credits for the backwards Sid Matters song.
Yeah,
I think they were deliberately trying to make it appear unsatisfying,
so that you would go back.
Well,
so
can't
that you
go
would
back.
do the other one. You can't.
Well-
you can't well, you could always load a save if you had a save. I guess I don't know how far back you'd have to go.
Well,
but-
see, that's just it. Yeah, see, well, I don't have any other saves, and I specifically did that to make sure that this was the one playthrough. And if you look at the other videos, you'll see this is the only save. I didn't make any multiples. We literally played every episode straight through. So
You'd
I didn't
have to replay the entire episode
Yep.
in order to choose the other thing.
And oh my god, I'm never playing episode 5 ever again. I swear to God.
What was your favorite episode?
I would.
Three.
You know,
Three.
I was kind of leaning towards either 4 personally.
Three.
Yeah, 4 is my favorite.
The one where you almost kill Chloe?
Please, that's every episode.
I like the Hardy Boys thing of episode 3.
I did, yeah. 3 and 4, I was really getting into the swing of things, and yeah. So I would say either 3 or 4. 4, I think, would probably be. It had the heaviest ending. It had the darkest ending, and it took such a left-hand turn that it threw me for a Louis on more than one occasion. So I think impactfully that was probably the greatest out of all of them.
I accept that.
The first episode, I was kind of wishy-washy, not quite sure, and the second one got me very, very curious about it. So to be honest, there was very much a progression going up. It was ramping up every single time, where not only did I want to see you and play more, I was thinking of actually cheating. I was thinking of actually playing a little bit before we actually jumped in, and I had to force myself not to. And I'm thinking, well, shit, I could use Narc's box that he has here, and I could copy the save over that, and I could log in with his account and whatnot. Maybe I could. And I was like, nope. And I totally pushed it out of my head. And in fact, to be honest, just before we wrap up tonight, I just want to say that just at the end, after all the Q&As and everyone's feedback right at the end, I cannot tell you how tumultuously hard it was for me not to simply stop the stream right then and there and end it, because I was so tempted to leave it on the cliffhanger of nobody knowing what I picked. I really, really wanted to. And
I would have been furious.
Absolutely, you would have been furious. Everyone watching would have been furious. And you know what? That would have been the point. Because getting to that and bringing all of the choices up to this particular moment and then not knowing, I thought might have been a big twist or something that the developers themselves might have played on you. And that's where the idea of maybe Chloe getting the powers at the end. It's where you go through all this and then you have a chance of either keeping it and using it or giving someone else a chance, because the whole regret and the whole sequence that they put you through about saying that you didn't do a good job with this, well, maybe they would give you the opportunity to let someone else try it that might do better. So
yeah.
Hey, real quick, I'm up against a hard out, so I gotta leave you guys here.
Well, that's okay, Mel. Thank you so much for sticking in.
Thanks
we
for
need to
letting
go
me,
to the farm
participate.
anyway.
Anytime.
PC Gamer in the chat basically says their favorite episode was 3 and that 5 is the worst.
Yep.
PC Gamer, I would completely agree with that assessment. The wrap up that they had, I think they spent a little too much time with some other things, but I will agree with Funk that little sequence of walking you through all those little terrariums, those little vignettes of your life and experience, that was a beautiful mechanic and very, very well done.
Yeah.
I just wish the pacing was a little bit more so that it popped up as you walked through. That was actually the one time I wanted it to walk slower. It's like, oh my God, the one time. The rest of the game, it's been painful, but that was a beautiful, beautiful sequence, and I thought that was great. So thank you, Mal, for sticking with us through the whole series. Hopefully we get a chance everyone will join us when we continue on with, we're going to be doing Alien Isolation, one I have also never got through.
Very similar games.
And yeah, is going to have a lot of jump scares, I know. So please take some time and check those out. We're going to be doing those
also
every
when the
Sunday.
prequel comes out, we should definitely do the prequel.
Yes, I think we should. So thank everyone for watching. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. And yeah,
those numbers have changed since
it used to be dead nuts on 50-50.
Really?
I'm actually when I played it. Yeah,
when
I
played it, it was overwhelmingly Sacrifice Chloe.
Wow.
Whoa. So what day did you finish it?
I think I must have finished it the day the episode came out because I was really into it at that point.
You know what? I was out of town and it took me a little while. Maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Wow, everyone kissed Warren. I only hugged him.
Really? People kissed Warren?
77%. 4 didn't show Warren any affection at all. So apparently a lot of people like Warren.
I like that you didn't save Alyssa.
Yeah. Well, I also left this one where I didn't tell the truth, too. A lot of more people told the truth about Rachel and Frank drilled them, which is, to be honest, what I really did want to do. Didn't change Joyce's mind. Yeah, about David.
Oh no, that's at the diner. At the diner, Frank. Well, you didn't talk to Frank. Frank asks you, "Hey, what's up with Rachel?" Then you can tell him that she's dead.
Yeah, I didn't save Alyssa simply because it was kind of slowing down the pacing there. If I had done it from the beginning or known that was the case, then absolutely I would have wanted to. So that was not
I am so glad
an actual
she killed herself.
Conscious choice. Yeah, I know how much you hated her, but no, I would have saved Alyssa if I had the opportunity.
I've never not ended up actually saving her. I always rewind time and save her, so I'm so excited to see that.
So if I wiped out the town, how could I have saved Ethan and the trucker and...
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So...
What about the little choices? Hit left.
Left?
No, it's the first one. Go back. Go right bumper.
No, that's the dark room. That's polarized.
There you go.
Hit the left stick. Nope. Left bumper. Left stick.
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought there was more.
Nope, that's it.
That's it.
That's all of the choices.
That is.
Those are the little choices. You only have one big choice.
Those are big choices. Okay. They look big to me. All right, sweet.
All right, so that was the entire sequence of Life is Strange. Thank you very much for watching. I am Blackstar, along with Malagate, who just left, along with Jillybean, Funknon, and Narcogen. Please tune in next time to our series and check out our channel on YouTube. Just type in rampancy.net and you'll see all the stuff that we do. And check out our next series, which is coming up, which is going to be Alien Isolation. I am Blackstar. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Although we're actually going to the Destiny farm in the next few minutes. So we're going to stop this stream and then start up a new one.
That's going to be next.